Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing out there, boys?
How is the
What's up? How's the
community?
congregation,
How's the whole community
dude?
talking? Whole community.
Hello, community. What's up, babies?
Diligence here. Sukhbir saying I'm seeing Jeremiah.
People are here. They're here for the show, baby.
My name is Jeff.
You'd love to see it.
Could have just put Jeff. But he put my name is Jeff. That's his name. Okay.
No criticism here. That's all right. That's all right, Jeff.
Joseph Savarino, what up?
Don't let me get you down, Jeff.
Savarino, Alex Pierre, Moro G. So many people in the whole community talking. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Big week, eh?
It's been a hell of a week. It really has.
Oh
a lot going on.
Dude, great videos, man. Your videos are like art. They're coming out like art. It's beautiful.
Came back. I haven't uploaded in a week.
Dude, I'm dying. I can't. I'm going crazy.
I was working so freaking hard on that Tether video. It came out, and people are like, "Why don't you do this every day?" I'm like,
"It's
because
so
I freaking work all day, all night for basically a week and a half on this video."
I know, dude. Some of the marketing karmas I got to do for my meditation show, I'm like so behind. I work on it. I'm like, I don't like it, but that always happens with YouTube.
The drip is greater than the NBA Finals, Amish. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying. It's bigger, man. It's huge right now.
It's huge. It's huge. Zorro, $5. $1 for each organic view. My song got today. Good karma for all my fellow community members tonight.
God is great. God is good. God is
Thank you. Thank you, man. Wow. Appreciate the karmas.
Beautiful. What a beautiful karma. That's great. Didn't we? Wasn't there a $2 one earlier? I thought I saw a $2 Reno. Didn't I see a $2 Reno over here?
Ooh,
I swear I saw a Zorro 5. Okay. Maybe not. Imagine YouTube's like, it's 2, so we just delete it. Come on, guys. I don't know if they do that. I don't know if
it's gone. That's it.
It's gone. That's it. You have like,
that's it.
And that's it.
Amish.
What up?
There's a lot happening. New leaked documents. I called this video discussing new leaked docs.
New leaked docs. Okay, sick. We're talking about ProPublica. We're talking about Fauci emails. What are we talking about?
We're talking about the Fauci emails are old news. The ProPublica. You have a title in here that cracked me up so much that I have to share it with everybody else. So we have a Trello board, and Amish is always like giving the hottest names in here. It's like good like YouTube title names. So listen to this title, okay? I want everyone stop the music and listen to this title.
What's this title?
This is the title. This is brilliant. Bezos, righteous God King or greedy sinner?
Yeah. That's a fair.
I read that. I was like, I want to watch that YouTube video.
Yeah, that's. Man, I feel so much better now that I'm just on the show. You know, it just feels so much better. I have been crippling writers. This feels great. This is great. No,
Writer's
I know. That's
block.
tight.
Not you, Amish.
I know, dude. But this is fun. This was fun. This
is where you come to relax.
Really, this hurt my feelings, though. This Bezos story, it hurt my feelings.
Let's tell the people what you know. So these new secret IRS files dropped. Set it up, Amish.
Yeah. The ProPublica files dropped. And it turns out that these billionaires, they just find any which way. They do their little tricksies and their trickses, and they don't pay their tax. And all the people, now that I'm a spiritual teacher, everyone in the community is saying, Amish, what is the morality of this Jeff Bezos? Is he righteous? Is he righteous? The whole community's asking. Right?
Or is he a greedy sinner?
Is he a greedy sinner? Is he a greedy sinner? He is definitely manipulating. I've seen so many documentaries like this where someone scams like a government thing, or like someone like this has to deal with the government office. I don't envy the government officials who have to deal with this guy's like you can't. The guy's like too smart. He's got the best accountants. Yeah. He's gonna just figure out what he's got to do. They've been lobbying for years. What really pisses me off though is that last year in Canada, there's COVID, right? COVID, we all have COVID, and everywhere's COVID. But in Canada, the government was giving out money. They called it CERB, and they gave $2,000 a month. Yeah. Okay. This is what really pisses me off about this.
Tell them.
They give out $2,000 a month, and so after 3 months, I took CERB for 3 months, right? And then my mom finds out, my brother-in-law find out. They're like, Amish, you take welfare? Whole community talking. Whole Patel community talking. how if Patel take welfare, what whole community? Then everyone going to take welfare. Everyone get lazy. Like they just roasted. They're like, what are you doing? You're gonna get lazy. You're gonna get stupid.
I love how it's like y'all are the moral pillar. It's like if the Patel takes welfare.
If the Patel takes welfare, how will the community believe in themselves? How will anyone ever start a business again if the Patel is on welfare? We need to be a pillar for the society, not on what they think it's welfare. It's like, guys, it's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Anyway. And they're also just scared of the government. They're also just terrified. They just think, like, what are you, stupid? They'll take it back after, then they'll charge you a tax for it or something. Like, they don't, I don't know what it is. They don't believe it. I don't know how I get talked into this. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm not going to take, I only take the 3 months out of righteousness. Because
I took exactly as much as you needed.
I took what I needed and I said, I will be prosperous. Let me survive. Let me figure out. Let me cut expenses. Let me do what I got to do.
Yes.
Then I find out you got Bezos over here. Okay.
Bezos is probably on unemployment somehow.
No, see, it's okay. Morally, it's like that. So this is from businessinsider.com. In 2011, Jeff Bezos, the billionaire CEO of Amazon, paid nothing in federal income taxes. That same year, when his net worth was valued at around $18 billion, he filed for and received a $4,000 tax credit for his children, ProPublica reported. The outlet obtained confidential tax documents filed with the Internal Revenue Service. It disclosed the information in a new report on some of the world's wealthiest people. ProPublica did not publish its source data or disclose how the information was obtained. Yeah, that's just more information about the whole thing. But in 2007 and again in 2011, Bezos paid nothing in federal income taxes because he lost more money investing than he earned from other income.
Come on.
He made so little in 2011, and according to the U.S. government tax code, that he was able to file for and receive a tax credit for $1,000 per child. Households with over $100,000 in joint income weren't eligible to receive this. So basically, he found this is a thing they made for two parents making under $100,000 with a child. The government said, you know what, let's help them out.
Right. Which is a nice thing.
It's a nice thing. This guy deferred out his taxes and he still took the tax credit. Where's the morality?
He's a billionaire. He goes, I need but the 4,000 though.
And you know what's crazy too is that everyone I tell about this, the whole Patel community. I'll tell you, the Patel community.
Tell us about the Patel community.
The Patel community says, why are you getting in the way of this God King? He's a God King. He is the almighty creator of jobs. What job did you create? Nothing. So you stay out of his way. Let him rise to God. Let him rise. He's in a 40-year flow state, 30, 20-year flow state. Let him just keep on making his moves and keep all the tax money. And let him run over his employees. Who cares if they're striking? I don't care. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
that's what I'm seeing.
How dare you criticize the God King, Jeff Bezos?
That's it.
But you're saying he might be a greedy sinner. What's funny is that, okay, let me play devil's advocate.
Yeah, tell me.
He's just playing by the rules, Amish.
I know, yeah.
Hey, don't hate the player. Hate the game. He's just taking the tax credits that were allowed to him because he lobbied for them. But they're allowed to him.
Yeah. And the whole business community says, hey. Yeah. What? Let a player play is the mentality. It's a let a player play mentality. Let a player play. And let him rise. But here's the problem, right? I mean, is there no morality in our culture beyond just, it's legal? What? It's legal. That's all anyone cares about. And here's what I'm saying is that, and I'm guilty of it too. It's my generation that really brought this shit in, because I think the people older than us, they did believe in something. They were out in the 70s. They were hippies.
There's no
morality. Right? And then after the 70s shit, after all the 70s, like the Vietnam War stuff, people got cynical, and everyone's mentality is just go corporate.
Yeah.
Let the business have it.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I saw so Floyd Mayweather had his boxing match, and everyone was criticizing him about you sold out to do this cheap boxing match. And you sold out your fans. You know what he said? He goes, people who say money isn't everything. Well, my kids can't eat legacy. And I was thinking to myself, I thought to myself, and then I thought to myself, Floyd Mayweather's kids aren't in danger of starving.
No.
He's like they always do this. They always like make it sound like it's some like righteous cause. They're like, my kids cannot eat legacy. I must go forth and prosper. It's like, dude, you could have 1 million kids. None of them would be starving.
No.
You're fine.
You're fine.
You're like I don't know. I just have like 2 kids. However many kids he has, they're fine.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like you're doing this altruistically or anything like that. I'm sick of these guys being like, I'm doing it for my family. Your family stopped needing it like $12 billion ago.
No, you want that money. You're a greedy little pig. Want more money.
Eating legacy. My kids can't eat legacy.
My children can't eat. I love when they bring the children into it. My mom used to do this too. She bought a big screen TV before everyone. And then she goes, for the kids. But nobody asked for this big screen TV. She wanted it. She watched what she wanted to watch. She got it for the kids. We know this other business guy in Scarborough, which is another city around here. He has every luxury SUV. Every single luxury SUV. You go, he goes, for the kids. For the kids. They watch a TV. I don't for the kids. Dude, you like cars.
Yeah.
Just say you like cars. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
But you could just blame it on the kids. I think Mayweather just wants to do a fight, but he says, yeah, for the kids.
He just wants a ton of money. He spends it all on himself, like on like ridiculous, a Rolex with diamonds on the diamonds. It's like, wait, that's impossible. Yeah. No, Floyd Mayweather has it.
You know what though? Then there's even an argument for that. I've seen people say, but I have to show them that they can be prosperous, because the church people do that, and the gurus, the Babajis in India, they do that too.
Yeah, they go, I got to show you can be wealthy because I am wealthy.
If I don't have 18 Rolls Royces, how will the community know that there is prosperity? How will they know?
That's what the Bhagwan did. He goes, I need 20 Rolls Royces, otherwise no one is going to believe in me.
Who will believe in my prosperity? If the Patel is on welfare.
It's funny to think that like me being rich will make you feel better. Actually, doesn't it normally make you feel worse? Like you're like, hey, well, I don't have 18 Rolls Royces. Oh man,
be inspired. Be inspired. Be around my prosperity. I don't know how people buy into that shit, man. It's so sad. It is like the most vulnerable people though. They get caught up.
Yeah. So
in that,
I mean, we should be fair to Jeffy Boy. Hey, let's take this.
Hey, all legal. Everything's legal. Everything's legal.
Let's go down a little bit because it's interesting because all of the billionaires. Yeah, I bought so I was telling you, I'm sort of done with billionaires, and I also find myself drifting right and left wing at the same time. Like I'm like more left and more right. I'm just both sides of me are becoming more extremist. I'm like less tolerant of billionaires in general, right? Yep. I don't know what to do about them. I don't think there's a good answer. But I used to think billionaires are like, they really care about the world. But a lot of people have pointed out they just use charity to like launder their reputation. And they actually have just they keep getting richer. Yeah. Okay, they go, hey, I'm giving all my money away. And you go, wow, dude. This is what I always said. I said, God bless you. You could have held it all, but you're not. You're going to give all your money away by the time you die. So every year since then, I've been just checking in. I just been like, oh, Jeff Bezos, like 5 years ago, worth $12 billion. I said, Jeff, you're going to give it all away? Or Bill Gates, same thing, like $20 billion. You're going to give it all away? That's great. I checked back the next year. He's worth $23 billion. And I'm like, wait, what? And then so I go, okay, well, next year he'll give it away. The next year after that, $50 billion. I go, what? You're supposed to get this. How did you make money? And I keep checking their net worth keeps going up.
But God keeps giving me more money, more prosperity. I don't want the money. I don't want the money. They are all acting like they're so right. Like
all these guys basically, it's just the point is that their true tax rate is like ridiculous. You and I, Amish, are going to pay more in taxes as a percentage of our wealth than any of these people. Now, how is that right?
I'll tell you, the business community says, don't worry about them, worry about you, do your work, let's go. That's it. That's all you're getting. They're like, why are you worrying about that? Don't be a hater. Don't be a
hater, dude.
Don't be a hater, dude. Let a player play. You worry about your money.
You know what sucks is like all the big podcasts too. Nobody's going to tell you guys about this but us. Because all the big podcasts, they're in those top brackets. You think Rogan's going to tell you about this when he just made $100 million from Spotify? He's calling Bezos. He's like, yo, how do you do that, brother?
Yeah, tell me. Give me the tips.
Give me the hot tips.
Give me the tips.
Look, honestly, if I was making $1 billion, I'd be saying the same thing. I'd be like, give me those tips to pull these offshore. I'd be moving to Puerto Rico like Logan Paul, like the Paul brothers.
Well, this is the mentality in the culture. Everyone I talk to, there's no morality. It's just, hey, get the money. And even when I tell people MLMs, all the stuff we know about MLMs now, all the people that have said like it was abusive, it was messed up, it's basically just a cult, it's like a front for a pyramid scheme, whatever it is, most people I know are like, can you just leave them? Like, why does it bother you? Let a player play. Let them do what they do.
Hey.
You know what I mean? It's like they would never join an MLM.
Quit hating, brother.
Quit hating because prosperity. There's enough prosperity for everyone. They call it toxic positivity, actually, and it's basically like you just kind of ignore poor people, because we do that too. Like if you talk about poor people too much, people kind of look at you like, okay, hippie. Like I don't. It's kind of a bummer.
I know. Even I'm like, I check out. I'm like halfway through. I'm like, okay, what else?
Yeah, it's true, right? Because we don't want to talk about the losers. We want to talk about the winners.
Well, no. It's not that. It's that it's just depressing. You're just like, you see when you talk too much about problems, you're like, let's talk about something else.
Yeah. It's like Chris Hedges. Last week when we were doing the righteousness scale, he's top righteousness, but nobody wants to talk to him. It's depressing. It's just like
I know. We got to him. I was like, hey, are you ready to go, Amish? Come on.
Yeah. Well, he was ripping Steven Pinkerton, and like this is what I mean. Where there is a corporate class. There's a corporate class that's saying, hey, man, there's prosperity. Keep going higher. Keep rising up. Don't worry about it. There's money for you. Ignore whatever they're doing. This is the mentality, right? I remember Chris Hedges is talking about how Steven Pinkerton wrote this book about how.
And real quick, I have to say it's Pinker.
Tell me. Pinker, not Pinkerton? Are you sure it's not Bakar?
I was saying.
Are you sure it's not Jim Bakar too?
Wait. I was telling Amish the other day. I have to say this. Yo, Amish, I feel like was cursed with like some kind of Faustian bargain, where he's always right about a lot. Like most of the topics he talks about, he's right in the generic sense, and then specifically, he's almost always wrong. So you always get like some detail completely wrong, but then always the spirit of what you're saying, I think, is like true. But then you have like you've been cursed by some witch where there's always like a twist, like it's a monkey paw or something, where it's like it gives you the wish, but then not the way you thought. It's like you're cursed with always being right, but then always being wrong at the same time.
Damn it. It's like
tell me what Pinkerton said, dude. Tell me what Pinkerton said. Sorry, go ahead.
Pinker has the book about how like life is just Pinkerton has the book about how life is just getting better and like everyone's more prosperous. There's less war. There's more like it's a very positive book. And then Chris Hedges is like nonsense. That's what people want to believe. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear some fluffy nonsense. Like he just rips the guy. Hedges is. I don't know if he would call him a liberal though. I know it sounds like that.
Pinkerton's a liberal.
Pinkerton's like an establishment. He is a liberal who sold his soul to the devil.
Really?
There is no. I mean, what's the morality of an establishment liberal? What is it?
Yeah.
Is there anything they float in the wind?
Yeah.
Sorry, I cut you off though. What were you saying? They want the status quo?
Well, it's like it seems what it is. That's the critique, I guess. Look at Elon Musk. Elon Musk needs to figure this out. By the way, look at him.
3.3. You know why? Because he's the nicest of all of them.
Loser, dude. No, I see a loser.
I know, but that's what the culture sees as a loser in Elon Musk. Elon Musk cares about the culture. That's why he's paying that much. The rest is Bloomberg doesn't give a shit.
Dude, of course not. Of course.
And then Warren Buffett, it's sad that he's at the top because Warren Buffett's the guy who's like, you should be taxing us more.
I know, dude.
Just pay it.
That pissed me off.
I
was like, Warren, aren't you the guy? Hey, Warren, aren't you the guy saying like, hey, I need to pay more in taxes? I was like, dog, that's you? You pay the least. Dude, what are you talking about? Like that, we got to pull that up. Warren Buffett paying more taxes, dude. You
gotta charge me more. You know what he's doing, dude? It's like these guys are such aggressive, tough business guys that they scam the government. They walk out and they go, you guys really need to get someone better in there. Okay, they are letting me get away with whatever I want. But it's like they won't stop doing it. Like, you gotta hire someone tougher than these idiots. Dude. They won't tax me.
Look at this. It's like you're the one breaking. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
A lot of people are gonna come from the United States. Very few people are gonna leave. North Korea might have a small time change in where they lived. 2 billion families all over the world.
Let me find this.
The only time they're going to get the chance to make the change. But they will get transported a very good year in the cycle.
Oh.
You can cut spending, you can raise taxes, but I would say that the wealthy are definitely undertaxed relative to the general population.
How dare you? How dare you? Let the business class
of
rise.
course you're
You
undertaxed. You pay 0.1%, even of the rich people. You're the least taxed. You're not even the richest. Dude, look at Warren Buffett compared to like Michael Bloomberg. Even Michael's paying 10 times the taxes with about the same net worth or same wealth growth over that period.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it's the same loopholes that everyone else uses too. That's the thing. It is totally legal, and it's the same loopholes that every other business person uses. And they're just kind of like, but the higher you go, the better you get. And if you can go rise up right up to God, then zero tax.
People are saying this chart is deceptive. Let's talk about that. Actually, this is a great point. Okay. So we need to talk about this. This is important context. Thank you, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Ohms.
Thank you.
He says wealth growth is different from income. Yes, you're absolutely right. Okay. The criticism is that most people who are wealthy make their money not through income. They just make it through like stocks or other like company options, things like that. Famously, a lot of these guys, they'll take like $1 salary. They literally don't care. Like none of their money comes from it. So it's almost like this like throwaway gesture you can make saying, I'm not greedy. And then like all your money comes from wealth. So all their wealth is coming from stock prices increasing, them getting more stocks, all this stuff. What they do is they just never realize those gains and they never sell those stocks. And there's a new thing you can do. It's not new, but people are using it to not pay taxes. Is then they go, okay, well, I could sell my stocks and pay like, I don't know what the capital gains is, 15%? So 15%, maybe. Or I could take a line of credit out against my stocks, just pay the principal and interest, not pay for not actually cash out any of my wealth, just keep it right where it is, and then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So when you say that like wealth growth is different, you're right. But what we're saying is it is true that they're making a ton of money and yet they're not being taxed like anybody else.
Yeah. It's a mistake in the system. And a lot of people are like, what? It's legal. And I get it, man. The rational argument here is like, they haven't broken any laws. So what are you going to do?
Right.
That's kind of the attitude.
Well, what do you think we should do?
Well, just change the tax code so that you can actually tax them.
Like what? What do you want to change it to?
I don't know. That laugher was talking. Well, the wealth tax seems popular. This is the thing. I don't know.
Wealth tax is a terrible idea.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's the wealth tax, and then there's the flat. What do you think of the flat tax then?
No. I mean, I don't like the wealth tax as a general rule. Like, I don't like just like, every year you have to pay a flat wealth tax on your wealth. That seems to me to be, unless it was like over some crazy threshold, like $2 billion or something like that. And then it would make kind of sense to me. But
if they
I see it as like, if you have capital gains in the market, it makes sense to pay those at a certain amount of time, like after a certain amount of time.
Yeah. Maybe you do it every 3 years because they're just, the big argument too is like, what do you want me to do? Sell a house and then pay my taxes? It's like it's all in the money, like it's all invested in
the asset.
So at the end of the year, it's in the asset. So you're gonna come to me at the end of the year and be like, no, sell some of it so you can pay your taxes. I mean, is it so bad? They're just sitting on this money. Like, I mean, it's money that they're not really working. Like, it's not working money kind of thing. It's not like it's not in their business and they've invested it and they're like looking after it. It's kind of passive income that they're making on these stocks. So what's wrong with taxing it? I mean, why is it so bad to say, okay, yeah, just take out a little bit of that?
It's really hard because on the edge are like some cases where you don't want to mess with people, which is like, okay, let's say you're a farmer and let's say you institute some wealth tax. Okay, if you have a farm, it's been in the family for 50 years and the land value, because your area is being like gentrified or something, goes up by $1 million. And you have a $2 million farm, it goes up $1 million. You're not a millionaire in the sense of like you use that money, you use that land to work. You're not a millionaire like in the classic sense. Although on paper you are. So what are you going to charge a tax with that? Like it is super complicated. But to me, once you get to this level of wealth where you are in the elite of the elite. Like, you literally cannot and will not ever have to work again, and no one in your family will ever have to work again. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about millionaire. Let's say you're just worth $1 billion. Having some sort of wealth tax would incentivize spending. Actually, that's really what it would do. Is it would make these people spend, because the more money you make, well, holy crap, I gotta worry about, like, basically this getting devalued.
Yeah.
And so that would give you the whole, what they call trickle-down economics, which is the idea that, like, people would spend their money. Well, right now, there's no reason to spend your money because you can just stack on top of stacks on top of stacks.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, no, I'll just keep investing into these assets. I won't invest it in people or other things. Like, but if you do some kind of a wealth tax, people say, people say, like, flat tax. I mean, look, I think everyone can agree on this. The fact that wealthy people are being taxed less than a housemaid is insane. Yeah, I mean, I know not absolutely in the sense of, like, dollars, but in the sense of their tax rate is insane.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. And at this point, it does seem like passive income, like they're not taking a big risk on this. But I don't know if, like, the political will is not there because most people, they just don't look at the moral side of it. They just look at it's legal and, like, what are you going to do? Make them sell something? So
well, I just don't understand, like everyone gets hung up on, like, oh, you know, you're taxing the middle class. Again, I'm not talking about anyone, but, like, hey, if you have a B next to your name, like a billionaire, that's what I'm talking about. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about you. We're not talking about.
That's
like,
the thing.
This is the whole thing. This is the quote 1% that everyone talks about. And here's what pisses me off about Democrats is what the 1% they always talk about. They always tax middle class people. The Democrats are like, all their policies target middle class Americans, and you're like, what the heck? A dentist making $250K isn't the elite that I'm worried about. A doctor making $1 million and he's $2 million in debt is not who I'm worried about.
Yeah, they're bought and sold, though, these Democrats, though. That's what I mean by establishment Democrats are like,
they're all bought and sold by the same people at the top, and the Republicans aren't going to do it. And so you're like,
well, the Republicans are the ones who bought them, almost. It's almost like the Republicans bought them, so they're like Republicans now. So it's like, what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything. Like workers' rights? I don't see what I don't think anyone cares about that anymore. I think that's done. You know what I mean? So they're basically right now making deals with big tech companies. That's what the Democratic Party is doing right now. And actually, I put a clip in there. See if you can grab the clip, the Biden response. It's actually pretty funny. Both of those are pretty funny, dude. Andre Mazzo, $2. Check out the Cash FX scam in your DMs. Thanks, Habibi.
The Biden response. Nice. Where's that?
The Biden. It's if you go down in the Bezos Righteous God King.
1 year. The Biden administration responded to the explosive report by announcing a probe into who leaked the private IRS file.
They said, who leaked it? Who told them?
Yes! Who told on him?
Who's the rat?
That's so American, dude. That's so American.
Who's the
when
rat?
Snowden shows that, like, the NSA is spying on all of us and the whole establishment's corrupt, they go, who leaked it? Snowden? He's going down. It's like,
who's the rat?
What? I thought there was another takeaway here that we could have had.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man.
They're going to go after him, dude.
Funny, dude.
So I feel like the second clip is even worse because the second clip is what's her name? The girl with the red hair at the White House. She's so aggressive, dude.
That's so funny. You should be thinking, like, if you're a so-called, this is so funny to me, like, so-called Democrats, they don't stand for anything, man. They don't stand for anything.
No,
I'm not even a Democrat, but I look at the Democrats and I'm like, you guys don't even stand for what you say. They go, we're going to tax the rich, whatever. And then it comes out this thing that you could take it to, like, be a pivotal moment. Instead, you go, who leaked it?
Who's the rat?
Disclosure of confidential government information by a person with access is illegal, and we take this very seriously. The IRS commissioner said today that they are taking all appropriate measures, including
Yes, dude, that is so American. That is
democracy,
so American.
Baby. Oh my God, yes, we stand with the people. We stand with the people, and we will not let them your information be leaked.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Foolish. It's gonna be like there's gonna be a new report. Yeah, actually, Alex Jones was right. Like the elites are drinking blood from babies. New report leaked from the FBI. It's gonna be like The White House secretary, who leaked it? Was it
Who
you?
leaked it? Yeah.
It's like, what?
They're crazy. But no wonder he thinks that, no wonder he thinks that, because it is, dude, I remember I saw this old documentary
Yes, dude.
about colonized in India. They're colonized, right? And the
Yeah.
government just part of the, like, it's like a government run system. So every year they just add another tax. Some billionaire gets to come in and take their water supply. Just something every year, right?
Yeah.
And I remember there's this woman, there's like this woman in the voice was like, what else can I give? This is not funny at all, by the way. She goes, what else can I give? Just take the blood out of my body. She's like, there's nothing. This is where it's going, people. The poor are suffering right now.
Way to be funny, Amish. Way to keep it funny.
I know it's not. I know it's keep it light and positive, right? These guys don't care. They're just with the billion. They're just like, it's illegal to leak a document.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny, dude.
Bars and Ferruzzi, $5. How is Vanded Carter doing? What up? Vanded Carter is good, man. He's in Montreal. He's having a good time, dude. They're doing great. We did a comedy show a little while ago. It was fun. Lax Lifters, $25. Yo, Mish, I tried to sign up for your meditation event and get the $21 option. PayPal said declined. I want to support, so sending payment here. Be safe and look forward to the event. Thank you, and God is great. That's a seeker bundle.
Are you giving him the? You got to give him the bundle then.
Yeah, she's getting a bundle. Yeah, so the bundle basically
make sure that person gets it. Okay, Jay Garcia, $5.
Yeah, for sure.
Coffee wears suspenders and a belt at the same time. Not true. Andre Mazzo, $2.
Can we prove that? Can we stand up and can we give it a check here? What's up? Well, then that's it, and that's the end of that. That's it,
dude. And that's it.
Jay Garcia, that's
get off my back.
Jay Garcia, let's not speak of this again. Thank you.
Andre
Next
Mazzo,
comment.
$2. Check out the cash scam in your DMs. Okay.
Yeah. Dude, your tether video. People have been messaging me about your tether video. This guy messages like, "Hey, message if you want to know the truth about tether." And then I started watching your video. I'm like, "Oh, this is why this guy's sending me."
That's so funny.
Yeah, so funny, dude. He said he was in the CIA, I think, too. So it's like I don't know. I don't know.
It could be a good get. Yeah, it could
Let's
be.
Let's see.
Some nobody.
I don't know. It's hard to tell.
This is a funny leaked docs, though. We keep getting leaked docs, and what you realize is they only actually the worst thing you can do is leak the docs, because what you find out is that it never mattered. Like you know what it's like? It's like finding out the fight's rigged. So you run up to the ref and you go, "That guy gave a cheap shot. Like, I caught him." And the ref punches you in the face, and he's like, "You trying to mess up my fight?" And you're like, it's all rigged."
Yeah,
this is crazy, dude. They're not worried.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just love in wrestling how they'd be so shocked if a referee did something. It's like, you guys do this every week. Every week this happens. But every week the referee just goes. And the guy's like, what? How could this happen? Like, it's like, guy, every week. Same plot every week.
Yeah, I know, but it's like the government, though.
I know the government's fucking.
Man.
The government, dude. This is honestly like, this is like so. It's almost like they could be leaking these on purpose, or like they could have let it leak to see to sniff the rats out in the IRS.
It's so funny that they go, "It's who did this? This is illegal.
Clean it up."
By a person with access is illegal, and we take this very seriously.
I'm apologizing to Warren Buffett, to Jeff Bezos, to Elon Musk for having their very sensitive private documents released.
Yeah, and it's nothing even illegal.
Look at
Nothing's
this, dude.
illegal.
No one among the 25 wealthiest avoided tax as much as Buffett, the grandfatherly centibillionaire. What a trash person, dude. This is the guy who's telling us that people need to pay more taxes. That it's just a PR thing. It's like throwing billionaires under the bus while you do that thing the most.
Is that how he makes his money though? Because like he owns all these stocks, right? So does it send a message to the market?
Disgusted.
Like people in the market go like, "Oh, Warren Buffett's a good guy. Let me buy more of his stocks." So then he just gets rich off of that. Like, what is that? It's like it's one of his PR. His PR. He has a PR firm. They said, "Hey Warren, you know, it'd be really fucking sexy this year. We want to put Warren number one. We want Warren sexiest man of the year. We want Warren number one. We want people to be like, I want to fuck Warren, right? So how about you? Let's just leak it slowly. Say billionaires should be taxed more. Oh, yeah, dude, you'll be a hero." It's like they just made up a story for him. So dumb though. He pays the least. Are you kidding me, dude? Can we believe in something in this community? It is silly though to believe in something. Like I can't
look at
believe
these
how many
guys,
people...
dude. They like these two right here really falling out of grace with me, dude. They did this thing. It was so smart. They pretended
They're
to
so
be
cute.
like these like old. Basically, they could be your grandpa.
Yeah,
like that's what they're going for. That's the thing they're going for. Is like we could be your grandpa.
Yep.
We're just out of touch. Old guys like your granddad. Look at our silly little shirts.
Silly old kooks. Just a couple of silly old kooks.
Just a couple of silly old kooks.
Nothing to worry about
here.
here.
It's like behind the sines of like, yep, set up an offshore bank. I'll go to the Cayman Islands. Yeah. Set up a shell company. Yep. Routed through 3 technically legal slaves through Thailand. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we'll get a couple of these. Dude, it's like, guys, you're bad. You're doing like it's the new type of like evil billionaire is we pretend like we're like this like righteous guy who like wants better taxes, wants to fix the system, and it's like, oh yeah, you have like slaves in China. These factories, it's slave labor. This is like something you and I were talking about. It's like all these companies, they say they're like, oh, we would never want what happened in America, the dark history of America, to be repeated.
Yeah.
Now get back to work, Chin. You get off that line?
Who's making the phones? They're like put a net in so they don't commit suicide anymore.
Oh.
Just put the net in. Hey, improve the conditions. No, put a fucking net in. Because we don't want any more deaths. We don't want any more suicides coming in over here. Put a net in. We don't want anyone finding out
black pill stream
that a 12-year-old killed himself making your iPhone. It'll just kill the sales. No, it has been 30 years of corporatism. Nobody believes in anything. Nobody cares about anything, and we will suffer for it. We are suffering for this. We have basically given ourselves to China, and they said they're going to do this to us. They said they're going to do it, and we're living through it. They said it. The last prime minister, I forget his name, but Xinjiang's named after him. He's all over it. Cute guy. He looks like Warren Buffett. He's a cutie guy like Warren Buffett, the prime minister of China who said this. But he said, we will destroy America with their greed and through the economy. They will give us their money.
Wow.
And they'll give us all their money through the economy because we'll just make everything so cheap. They're lazy American. They are lazy people. And then the debt. I don't know why I did a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, I don't know
but
why
then
either. I was confused.
But then also we'll loan the money because they like to be in debt too. So they are like, what is the price that we pay for this now as the West, the American Empire? We will all pay a price for this now.
Look at this.
Yeah.
China, 83 major brands implicated in report on forced labors of ethnic minorities. By the way, do you know what this is a really cute euphemism for?
Muslim.
No, forced labor.
Oh, slavery.
I hate that they go forced labor. It's a softer word. You ever see that Carlin bit on euphemistic language? You ever see that Carlin bit where he's like it used to be shell shock, and it's like now then it's battle fatigue, and then it's post traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, I know.
All of the punch, all of the meaning of the word is slowly stripped away, and we're left with these niceties that is it labor where you just sort of had a tough boss?
Yeah.
Or is it actual slavery?
Yeah, PTSD is so technical. Post-traumatic stress disorder.
Post-traumatic stress disorder.
It's a human being. Give it like that shell shock. Like they're shocked. Like say that. This guy saw his friend die beside him.
It's really sad, man. This Uyghur thing in China.
I know.
Anyways, I mean,
India, same thing too. India, same. Like they just have it's crazy how everyone
at these guys. Look.
Is just killing Muslims everywhere.
Look at all these companies, dude.
Yeah. Why is Apple X red on it? Is that because they're the main culprit, or they're like a little more righteous than the others?
Company responses. What are the company responses?
Oh,
say?
Apple didn't respond. Apple no response. Is that what they're saying? I wonder. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, the thing is that everyone's doing their job in our system. Steve Jobs, and like when he made Apple, it was a great idea and a great company. And then that's the natural order that you go in. Like you get to a point where you go, okay, so if we're going to put this phone out in the market, how are we going to make it? Okay, everyone else is making their phones here. So we're just going to go there and do it. Like we're not going to pay 5 times the price. So it almost becomes like the fault. It's one of those, like, the fault is not in the stars, it's in our hearts. We all do kind of believe in this kind of corporatism. We all kind of saw all the jobs leave America, go to China. And we generally all had an attitude of like, yeah, what's the problem? That's none of my business. Let a player play. Let the business prosper if that's how they have to prosper. And the price of it, it's too much later to convince anyone that it's something to worry about, you know? So I do think that we believe in trickle-down economics. So whether it comes to tax policy or like getting everything from China or whatever it is, there's no morality in our decision making. In America, it's all just bottom line profit. What's profit? That's it.
Well, we have to figure out a way to capture the enormous difference between how we tax income and how we tax wealth, given that everyone agrees roughly that the highest earners in the world aren't paying their fair share.
I don't think most people do. I don't know if most people agree with that.
I think it is. No. Like, when you explain it to them, that they are just the function of making money changes as you go up the ladder. Okay. The way you make money. Okay. That way of making money is unequally taxed. And we're not even talking about like you should pay more if you're a rich person. We're talking about just even 10%, 10%. You pay 10%, I pay 10%. They're not even doing that. So that's what I'm saying is that's not being taxed. We need to have that conversation.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation. But I'll tell you the pushback I hear. MSNBC had a bunch of analysts that did the standard pushback. But the standard pushback on that is, one, people will say, why do you hate billionaires? Like, that is a genuine response where people genuinely think like you're actually brainwashed. And instead of doing your business, some leftist got in your head and said, why don't you get mad at billionaires? It's a class warfare. It's a culture thing. Some people do believe that. Like, I was playing it even for a friend of mine, and he goes, they don't even know what they're talking about. It's like, of course that they're not going to pay their taxes. Like, people believe that it's right that they didn't pay their taxes. I think a lot of people believe it. It's like at the ground floor. It's like, how do you have any political will to change it? You know, if everyone kind of has that, like, what are you, communist? Or do you think like now maybe it'll change? I don't know. I don't think anyone cares about this even that much, other than like who leaked it.
Yeah, it's like who leaked it? They're going down.
That's the big outrage here. I don't see the culture getting outraged.
I just don't understand why it's a tough conversation to have, because unless we're talking past each other, because I think that may be the problem where people, when I say like, oh, this guy isn't paying his fair share, people are interpreting that as, hey, let's raise these tax rates on you because you're some middle-class dude who makes like $250K a year or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to see the change in the way people think about wealth, because the stratification of wealth should be thought of in its proportion. So like, people think a guy who makes $300K a year is rich. Okay. Not really. I mean, not even close to really when you compare him to really rich people.
We're not talking about raising that guy's taxes.
It's not even the same class. A guy who makes $300K a year has way more in common with a guy who makes $70K a year than he has with a guy who makes $20 million a year. It's completely different world these people inhabit. So I'm talking about the actual rich, ultra rich people. These are people, again, who their wealth is increasing because of just stock options, things like that. Like their wealth is mostly invested in assets. Yeah. We are not capturing that tax correctly, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's fair. And we need to change the tax code to make sure that we, like, whatever it is, that's the spirit of it. And dude, I agree with you. I don't know. It does remind me
of like they think about this though, and they go, how am I going to get wealthy if you change it?
They think that, yes.
No, it's like I want you to get taxed less. Yes. If the actual rich people got taxed appropriately, like everybody else, you would have less of a tax burden. You at home, you would have to pay less. You're supporting. Okay. You're literally put it about it this way. You're paying for Warren Buffett's taxes.
I'll give you another argument even. I'll give you another argument. Here's another argument that you'll get. Hey, these guys know what they're doing with their money. You think the government knows? The government's going to fuck it up. These guys are clearly efficient and know exactly how to spend their money. They're job creators. How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, but you still have to pay like everybody else.
I know. I agree with you. I'm just saying,
I'm not one of those people who think billionaires shouldn't exist. I'm not one of those people who think that, like, I joke, but I don't actually think all billionaires are evil or anything like that. I'm saying give these people what they say they want, which they say they want higher taxes.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Here's what I think people don't get: the middle class business person who identifies with them.
And then we got to stop this because this is getting ridiculous.
Sure,
this is some lefty show right now that I didn't sign up for.
We can go on and let me drop a last. By the way, you've been saying all the lefty stuff though. I'm very proud of you. That's great. Listen. When you're faced with this, you're saying what comes out of your heart. So don't.
No, I am. Like I told you.
That's yeah. You are right.
I just react to the stories.
It's the same thing as the MLM. Like I get the same arguments with the MLM. It's like, why are you bothering with that? Let them do their thing. They are job creators. They're more efficient. We have this mentality in our culture that like, let the God King rise. And I think what the issue is with the middle class business person who says that, or like most of the Patels that I know that say that, you're right. It's a different class of people. You think you're gonna get there, but they are sociopaths. Like not to be rude, but it's like you look at I don't want to say sociopath actually. Let's just say it like this: their brain chemistry, it's different, and you could almost look at it like it's an unfair advantage that if you don't watch them, they'll murder everyone. I mean, they will start having that kind of control. No, it does kind of remind me of like most people I know on the right. Let's say they believe that it's wrong to have a monopoly, right? But the entire journey to getting the monopoly, they go, baby, go to the top. You are like God in a flow state, rise like Jesus. Then they get the monopoly, the championship ring. They get the championship. People say, how could this happen? How could they have a monopoly? How dare like this? We have to break them up. It's too late now. You're not going to break them up. You're not going to make them do anything for the union.
The politicians have no will. Yeah, I agree.
And now they don't have the power either. I mean, they don't have the lawyers. They don't have the power.
Well, don't say y'all. Listen. The Democrats are taking the L on this if they can't get anything done. They've been saying forever, we need look.
Yeah,
Republicans got political control. They were getting stuff done. Whatever they wanted, they got done. Democrats
that's a big problem.
Getting control. What do they have done?
Nothing. Anything.
I can't.
Are you guys good? Okay, can I just say, and let's wrap it up. And I just want to talk about COVID first. I feel like we should talk about COVID.
Let's wrap
it up. Let's wrap that up. But tell me about COVID over there. Do we have a COVID? Oh yeah, we kind of have COVID too as a subject, kind of. But I just want to ask you a personal question though. Like, how many waves have there been in America? Because someone was just telling me how many people have died in America, but they won't close.
Hold on, let me explain it in a second. Let me read these super chats real quick. So
I don't see.
I want to knock these out. Farzan Fiorzi, Amish, we know you love Jordan Peterson. Oh yeah, he loves him.
Sure.
Peterson's an original Baba. Fahad Yanvikar, $5. The article is disingenuous. Warren Buffett actually paid 20% of his reported income. An increase in asset wealth doesn't mean access to liquid cash. Right. Fahad, that is a beautiful.
That's a good point.
Beautiful sophistry argument for billionaires. So keep it up, bud. Proud of you. First of all, reported income's hilarious. It's like, yeah, I'm sure.
It's like you're making every excuse for them. It reminds me of the MLM too. It's like even with MLMs, I have people that
they go at the top. At the top, it works. It works.
At the top, it works. Yeah. Why are you going after them? Why does it bother you?
I know.
It's not illegal. Why does it bother you?
Fahad, all I want is everyone to be taxed fairly. Okay? And I know you're going to say we disagree on what fair means. No, I mean, even if we're just paying the same amount, I want a guy who makes $1 billion to pay at least as much as me percentage.
Yeah.
Zorro, $5. Forced labor works much better on their resumes. It's really for the workers, you know. That's funny, dude. That's very funny. $5 from Andre Mazzo. Cash FX is a scam. Research it. Thank you, man. $5. Farzan Fiorzi. Those murderers voluntarily providing a product at a cost. Murderers. Let's start the People's Republic of Canada.
Farzan Fiorzi.
Wait. Voluntarily providing a product at a cost?
Oh, this is another pro-business guy. He's saying, oh, they're terrible people.
We're pro-business. Don't say pro-business because we're pro-business.
I'm a Patel, brother. I took 3 months of CERB. Like an idiot. I took 3 months because I'm righteous.
Yeah.
Because I'm righteous, I took 3 months.
Not 4.
Not because...
Not 4.
God will pay back. The Buddha will pay me back double for that. The Buddha will pay me back double for that. But yeah, I know this is the mentality in the community though. This Farzan, he's capturing it perfect. It's like it is like, hey, what are you, crybaby? Let a player play.
Yeah.
Hey, why are you getting in the way of business, you communist? What do you want?
You cuck? What are you upset? What do you not want 2-day shipping? What?
Yeah, you don't want 2-day shipping? Let the slave
Let
kill
the players
himself.
play, dude.
These guys are mad when they built the nets. They're like, the nets? That'll cost me more money. Oh, fine, build a net. It's like when they build those suicide nets. Farzan is the guy that goes, ban the suicide net. I want my phone. It's going to raise the price of your phone by 4 cents a month. Get rid of the suicide nets. It's like, guy, there's other things other than money. Life it min.
To the people who are trying to argue that a flat tax is, I understand all the arguments against a flat tax. I'm trying to bring us together, okay? Take us apart. I understand the arguments for a progressive tax. And I'm not even saying my position is a flat tax. I'm saying even trying to get people just to a flat tax, which all conservatives agree with. All conservatives, you tell them flat tax, they go, yes, that is righteous and fair.
Sure,
so you go, okay, well, great. So billionaires aren't paying even a flat tax rate. And then that's how you bring us together is say, okay, we can talk about a progressive tax later, if at all, whatever. We don't know. Let's first get us to they're paying at least as much as you and me.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about something. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah. Just,
Farzan Fiorzi, Canada Post is better than FedEx.
Wow. See, now he came in with the lefty point. Thank you, baby. That's great. The Pi Life admin, $5. This is the best show on YouTube. Keep it up, guys.
Thank you, dude.
Thank you. The Pi.
Okay, should we talk about COVID? I got a lot to talk about with COVID.
Yeah, let's get it.
Huge amount to talk about with COVID. I could get us
talk about
banned.
Really? It's that bad, eh? What do you got?
Oh, brother.
Tell me.
So
my family is just wild on it. So many theories.
Oh, it's not about like some crazy theory. It's So I had a COVID scare.
True. Yeah.
Put that right there. So I had a COVID scare.
Okay.
And I want to talk to you guys about it because it's very interesting. It made me rethink a lot of things. So let me set the context for you. Went to a little birthday function at somebody's house. Okay. There were a few people there. Almost all of them vaccinated. 1 or 2 people not vaccinated. Okay. We leave, we get there, we have a great time. Both me and my wife are there. We're both vaccinated. We're living it up. We're saying, this is life. Life is good. L'chaim, whatever.
And God is great. Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful things. We get back. A day passes. Get a call. Ring. Hey, so-and-so is sick. What? What do you mean sick? They have COVID. What do you mean COVID? I said, are they vaccinated? Yes, they're vaccinated. I go, what the heck? All right. I click. I go, probably nothing, dude. I'm supposed to see my grandparents the next day. Okay. Next day. Ring. Hey, what's up? Another person is also sick. Not just sick, like symptoms, heavy symptoms. Also vaccinated. And I'm like, the dump. And I'm like, shoot, I can't go see my grandparents in good conscience when even though I'm vaccinated, they're vaccinated. I could not, it's horrible to think about. You could give them COVID. So, Amish, we need to talk about this Delta variant of COVID.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, okay. Don't say Indian variant.
I didn't say that.
India variant.
Don't you say I said that. I did not say that.
I hope you're not about to say India variant because my cousin, dude, he's from India.
Where's it from?
And he goes, fucking call it Indian variant. Don't be a bitch. And he's like a Trump supporter. He's like, stop being a loser and call it an Indian variant. Get the fuck out of my house. He's so mad. He's like mad about it. No, he's not like, get the fuck out of my house, but yeah. No,
it is from India, right? Like I'm not.
Sure, yeah. Well, we're not calling it the China virus, even though we know.
We're not calling it the China virus, but.
We're not. Are we calling it the Fauci virus? Let's call it the Fauci virus. Let's call it the U.S. funded virus.
Hey, we could call it that. I mean,
if that's what we're doing.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
If that's what we're doing, then let's go. Let's call all of them then.
But yeah, Amish. I was. It's a background.
What is this? You should put Fauci up then.
It's a background for COVID. Anyway.
Also put Fauci with an American flag.
What do you have to say for yourself? That's what I have to ask. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'll tell you exactly what I have to say for yourself. If you want to call Delta, if you want to put this up for Delta, then for the main COVID that killed everyone, put a picture of Fauci and an American flag, and that's it. Put a picture of Fauci and an American flag and a Chinese flag, and that's it.
Yeah, that's
and the
true.
Wuhan
That's a
laboratory
fact,
behind
dude. That's a fact.
That's it. If
I'm
that's
just
where we want to go.
saying,
We wanna
I'm
go
just
India
saying,
variant?
dude.
Oh, it's India variant? Then how about the first variant had the
I'm just saying the Delta variant's coming in hot, dude. The Delta variant, look, the American variant was like here. Delta variant, it's like a jacked up version of COVID. It's no joke, and it's blasting right through. To be fair, just so people don't say spreading misinformation, we don't know it's the Delta variant, but I've heard that it's like already 8% of the American COVID like percentage, and it's increasing like this. Like they think like within a couple months it's going to be the dominant variant. It's so much more contagious. It's so much.
Are we not going to close again? You guys are wild with the like we're not closing. I was at my uncle's house today. He goes. What are they doing in America? 600,000 people have died. Is it true? 600,000? Like
they're saying the R naught of Delta is 7. I think COVID, like the original was like a 2 or something. Like that's how it transmits. It's nuts, dude.
COVID US goes to India and goes fucking wild, dude. This is COVID part 2.
No, that's what I realized is that Amish,
tell me,
we may never be free of this thing.
No. It's gonna be another 2-3 years of this.
Oh,
it's fine.
I can't deal with this.
Dude, we're building an online business. I'm way behind on my car.
What, this is our online business?
Well, I mean, you have yours already, and then I'm building my, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we're doing.
Online business, baby.
Online business. I mean, even online, like my meditation show, there's other stuff, like even the shows I'm writing are like, they're going to be sold to Netflix probably. It's all online. You know what I mean? So just get used to it. It's fine. I'm here. My family's around. I don't know. I do feel like people
I disagree.
gotta just chill.
No, dude. COVID's been a nightmare, dude. For people like
been.
For most people, you need human contact, man.
You do.
It's not healthy to be inside so long. It's really not.
It's not. Only reason I'm saying is because it's slightly more unhealthy.
I think all the scientists who caused this thing, whoever caused it, whether it be a bat or a scientist.
Yo, give the man the credit he deserves. Fauci made a banger ass. They said, Fauci, make a fucking virus. Wait, like, dude, we're the only ones with that theory in the whole fucking internet. We're the only ones who have this theory. But basically, this is the correct theory. They gave it to Fauci. They said, baby, make a banger. Make something so tight that it'll fuck shit up so we can study it and then we can get ahead of it. He says, I made the banger. It gets out. The whole thing's a cover-up. That's what I'm seeing with these emails, and that's what I'm seeing with the whole thing.
Oh, dude, that's so funny. Listen, that may be totally wrong, but it's so funny that it's almost
made a banger.
Right.
Fauci made a banger. That's what it is. It's Fauci's banger.
I want all of the scientists responsible to be put in gallows, not gallows. It's something where like you're just like your head's in it and your arms are in it, like from those movies, and everybody gets one tomato. Not a hard tomato, a soft one, Amish. This would really get the pressure off of America. We could come together.
Yes.
We could remind ourselves to throw rocks at scientists, not rocks, tomatoes. And we just throw one. And then, but to be fair, then the scientists who, if you participate in that scheme, if the scientists who created the vaccine, you must kiss them once on the forehead. Just like that. So you throw it. And then you go to the other guy, you go, symbolizing how science has saved us from the problem it caused.
It did cause, yeah. I mean, look, man.
And then kind of saved us because apparently there's still variants going around, which that sucks. Dude, I'm pissed.
Yeah, the variants are coming in hot. And like, look, we all have this thing of like, it's done. This is what I mean about no morality, right? Like, even on this case, right? No morality means what? Like, okay, who gives a shit if India doesn't have the vaccine? I'm not going to let them have their thing. Like, they fucked up on their end. Honestly, the Modi government didn't really get their vaccines on time. They really fucked up. There's a lot of cover-ups on that shit where they were like, dude, they were sending vaccines over here. It's not good. It's not a good look. It's not a good, like, it doesn't look good on their end, right? Either. Yeah. But the rest of the world is also very much like, okay, well, that third world country, like, you stay over there and you're not allowed to come here. It's not going to work like that. You let it fester over there. In the streets of Mumbai, in India, dude.
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's gonna go to another level, dude. It's a hustle culture. It's like hustle times 3 almost.
Yeah,
we
dude,
think we got
in America, we still shut down. India's like, dude, let's rock, dude.
Let's rip, dude. They are capitalists to the max.
Yes.
And their virus is also capitalist to the max.
India's
hardworking.
Sick. Yeah.
Moving up, rising up. So
literally, technically.
Look, that variant is as hardworking as the people, right? Let's call it what it is. It's fucking working. And if we don't care about other countries.
That is dark.
If we don't care about other countries, this is what happens, man. It festers there and it comes back to haunt us. We can't do this. We have to be good to the whole community.
Woo!
That's what I'm saying. That's the final point on that. I hope that message of loving kindness saved me.
So it did. That was a beautiful message. Listen,
if you want to cancel me, cancel the source. Okay, I'm channeling, baby. At West Freight 28, $10. Laugh my ass off. Amish is the best scientist. Happy to be with you all this week.
Yes.
Great job on the Tether F. Man, I know, dude. The Tether F is so banger. We got to talk about that.
$0.0001115. Why accept the premise taxes are fair at all? Let taxes be a voluntary donation each citizen can give and also choose where it goes. Compete in Gov. Wow, that's a bad idea.
What about forcing it, but people choose where they pay the taxes? I think that makes a lot more sense because it makes us more responsible for where we're spending our money. It's kind of like, with kids, like there's some people who just don't watch their kids' education and they're like, I don't know what's wrong with them.
People don't want this. There's no political will to have to read up for 12 hours a day on political policy. No care. Lax lifters, let's call it the something Indian variant. I don't know if I should read that because it's kind of, I don't know.
What? Dude, I'm watching these like Indian propaganda videos. They just, whenever they talk about Pakistan, they just say Pak. It's so rude. I'm like, guys, stop with the Pak. They just put like this. I'm watching Republic, like just this right-wing propaganda. They go, Pak lies again. And like, that's their news. It's like the news.
Oh, sure.
Very aggressive. But, Lax lift. Oh, I'll read this one. Lax lifters, $5. Let's call it the aloo gobi variant. Honestly,
is that fine?
It's fine.
It's fine. I don't know what that means. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like some like swear word or something. I was like, I don't know. Farzan Fiorzi.
Aloo gobi. Aloo gobi means cauliflower. It's a cauliflower and potato. Aloo means potato. Gobi means It just means aloo gobi, literally potato cauliflower.
This is so helpful. SARS also came from bats. Let's ban eating bats, says Farzan.
Farzan is he's silly.
Just
First
man,
he said,
$2. Thanks, man.
Billionaires.
Yeah, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yes, man. 239. Thanks. Oh, and I was just saying, Farzan came in with the Bezos bad. It's like the orange man bad, and now he's just come out around to being just just like a silly troll.
Like everyone should be, dude. It's a crazy time. Listen, but have you heard of this thing called invectorman? Okay, this is where we could get in trouble.
Invectorman.
Okay, dude. I heard about this just today. I wanted to get the person who told me on the podcast. I like him very much. I cannot get him. I could not get him on. I can't even tell you who it was. That's how secretive this is. Yeah. But there's this thing called invectorman. Okay?
Right.
Right now, YouTube channels are getting shut down for talking about this thing. Okay? And
so we won't say it too much.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it too much. It was like Brett Weinstein, I think, was talking about it.
Okay.
He's like that, some genius guy who got on Joe Rogan one time and now he quit his job and it's like a podcaster now or something like that.
I know, right? You do Joe Rogan podcast one time.
You do Joe Rogan once, start a podcast, you're rich.
So funny.
It's like great. But he said this. He goes, the Dark Horse podcast now has 2 YouTube strikes, 3 and the channel's gone, along with much of our family income. The cost is acceptable if it brings attention to the dangerous medical mismanagement of COVID and the deadly danger of censorship. Want us to fight? Make follow the silence trend. Anyway, so him and several other people have been talking about other COVID cures. Not cure. No, we won't say cures. We'll say other COVID attempts at remedies. We'll say that. So here's the idea, Amish. So all this time, our solution has been vaccines, right? Which is great. I love the vaccine. But let's say the Delta variant is like a little brother next to an X variant that we could be facing in the future, which just punches through these vaccines like they're paper and just it's like this is nothing. And they start actually, the death count starts going up. Again,
it's kind of doing that.
Well, yeah, we don't even know if the Delta variant's completely stopped. I've seen some things from Pfizer saying we think it's still going to work, but we don't know. Okay. Let's say it mutates far enough it escapes immunity from the COVID vaccine. You need what are called antivirals to fight this COVID, right?
Yeah.
So the problem, though, is that all the people who are trying to find antivirals are getting silenced because this whole Invectormin, a lot of different drugs right now, fluvoxamine, people are talking about it like, hey, we should give attention to these things. Everyone's going, no, don't, no. This no medical, nobody agrees with this. Although there are papers about them saying, well, like, yeah, actually it could be useful. So the thing is these drugs are well tolerated in humans. They're generic drugs, but people think, and this is where we get to the speculative part. This
isn't cow urine, is it? You're not going to say cow urine.
No.
You're watching some Indian BJP.
No, Invectormin is like a known anti-parasite.
Dude, I thought it was a stock scam, and then I thought it was like an Indian COVID thing. I thought you were doing a Baba Ramdev, and now it's okay. Now it's like a real. It's another medicine that could work.
It's a known drug.
A known drug.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
But it just could work. It just could. We don't know. The point is we don't know.
Yeah.
My point is I do sense that we're going to need to create an arsenal of weapons against COVID, not just one. Okay, because this is actually the problem with like antibiotics. Is bacteria quickly get resistant to these antibiotics. So what we often do now is a big threat, antibiotic resistance. So we give a cocktail of antibiotics so that if it's resistant to one, the other one kills it. If it's resistant to two, the third one kills it. Whatever. We need this for COVID, where COVID, it's the virus is dodging, and we take it out with the guy at the left. The virus dips this way, we take it out with the vaccine from the right. That's the point. So but
the vaccine is like soldiers. They're like soldiers in our body.
Correct.
They're there. They're watching. They're like an ex-COVID themselves, and they're there like, hey, I know COVID.
So the discussion is that, look, why don't we use this drug? The problem is Invectormin, and this is the big controversy. YouTube right now will shut your channel down. It's in their terms of service to strike your channel if you talk about Invectormin being a blank for blank, if you know what I mean. But we're not going to say that.
Okay, no.
Because even in the transcript, it just would be picked up. Okay. So, but the thing is that like Invectormin is a cheap generic drug that could be readily produced. And you know who opposes it? So I haven't done too much research. I was getting told this by a friend. So you're going to have to do your own research on this.
Tell us their names and the whole community. I
literally can't. I would tell you. I would tell you.
Who is? Oh, we can't say who's blocking it?
No, I can say. I can say.
Yeah, that we got to tell the whole community.
So actually,
makes me sick.
Who
blocks it?
It's this company, Merck. So Merck is one of the main creators of Invectormin. No, listen to this. They're one of the creators of Invectormin. They manufacture it, which is hilarious. And they go, there's no scientific basis, So the idea was, well, maybe this doesn't have any basis in reality, right? Like maybe they're right. But then you find out that Merck is doing like I think it's called an EUA.
Yeah.
On something that looks very chemically similar to Invectormin.
Yeah. No, this is a classic. I know exactly what's going. Yeah. No, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I already smell out the evil in the corporate evil, where they just have another angle of making more money. So they're like, who cares if another million people die? We're just gonna wait until this other drug comes out and we'll make all the money. Am I jumping the gun on that?
That's basically the argument that I'm looking into right now.
You see, but I do get to the heart of the point, though, right? Even if I don't have any of the facts, I do get to like, this is basically what they're doing.
No, this is what's being alleged. And the problem is that, okay, here's the whole thing. Here's the point. Okay. I've noticed that there's a huge problem with shutting down discussion on these issues because I don't know what this is.
Is this face cream hers?
Yeah, some face cream. I'm sorry for bringing that into
okay.
the screen. The point is that just like with the lab leak theory, we were shut down from talking about it. I mean, literally, you would be banned from social media for discussing it. It was a racist theory, like all the whatever political.
It was the pro-Trump. It was because everyone hated Trump so much, so they just said you're racist.
But the point is that because no one was able to talk about it, we made no progress on this issue. That was an important issue.
Yeah.
Invectorment could be attention to the fact that I said could be the same thing, where if no one's able to discuss it, how will we ever know?
Yeah. We can never be changed
that's
from
my
talking.
point.
We have to talk. We have to talk.
You got to let the community talk, dude. You got to, like...
It is like you almost get pushback from other people in the community who even go, hey, man, that's just how even this is another one of the... You always get these corporate
They're
arguments.
saying it's ivermectin.
Ivermectin, yeah. I saw that. But it does seem like people, even this, it's like we have a pro-business attitude that says let the player play. If they're doing some trickery to move the money from here to there, like just let them do it. And the business is the job creator, and they like the idea of like not funding, like just regulating anything is so weird right now. Like people just look at you like, what are you, crazy? It'll stop business a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I guess we have to change the political. Like, I don't know how to. This is like the ongoing question of the show. We remember like months ago we talked about how one of the ongoing themes of the show is like is it the inner voice or like having a strong self-reliance? Mm-hmm. Because the real issue at the heart of the community, whether you're MLM scam or in a lot of ways, like these corporations, if you just keep letting them go, they're not like you. Their work ethic is so righteous. You can't work how they work. They're crazy. They'll just keep going.
Yeah.
They'll own you at one point, and then you'll say, "What? How did that happen? How did they get so bad? What happened? Monopoly? Someone should do something." It's like, what did you think? We took away all the regulations on these people, and that is generally what people think is good. People just think like good. That's it'll be profitable for everyone or whatever. I don't know what to do with these guys. Yeah.
I mean, I just think, look, you should be able to just talk about it regardless. The fact that Brad Weinstein has 2 strikes on his channel and might get his channel deleted. Yeah, this is a scientist. Yeah. Whether you like his thoughts on trans people or not, that's not an issue here. He didn't get a strike for that. He got the strike because he's talking about like COVID.
Yeah.
Nuts.
And it's weird. This guy's getting canceled from both ends because I remember he was called the intellectual dark web, and then a bunch of left-wing people wanted to cancel him. And now the business community, I look at this as a business community cancel because this is the business community saying, hey, it's kind of like when Biden goes, who leaked it? Yeah. Who got in the way of business? Who got in the way of business in this country? We love our business in this country. So you stay out of their goddamn way. Don't talk about military. Don't talk about whatever. This Merck thing. It's like, hey, don't let anyone say that, whatever. It's weird. It's like one side, the cancel, and this is why the right wing is destroying the left, is because their cancels are coming from like someone's going to make more money out of it. But the left wing cancel is just, oh, you got someone fired. Nothing. It's like there's no there's no profitability to the team even. It's just like, someone's canceled, which I'm not even saying they shouldn't. Some people deserve to cancel, some people don't. Some people, it was weird and it was like, okay, you're just being weird about it now. But on these right-wing team, they're doing a cancel of like, hey, someone's fucking with my money. It's like, there's an efficiency even. It's terrifying, dude. I am scared for the left. It's over.
Look, let me say this.
Tell me.
Because I'm going to try to tackle this in non-political terms.
Okay.
All I've got to say is we should have just learned a lesson from this lab leak thing.
Okay.
That do not silence dissent and under the guise of, oh, that's misinformation, when information is unknown, right? Inherently. Like, we didn't know what started COVID, but then you're taking people down because they're talking about how it started wrong. It's like, wait, back up. You're saying you don't know, right? Yes. So how do you know that what I'm saying is not true? well, we just know it's misinformation. You go, wait, what? So this whole ivermectin, whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I don't know. You don't know. Supposedly they're saying that we just don't know. So then let's figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Political will, man.
You know who really went hard on the ivermectin, right? Was India. India went hard on it. And they actually saw I think their cases went down this month.
Oh, they used it. Okay, so they're using it.
This is like,
working.
That's what I was saying. I wouldn't have just said it if the people weren't trying to use it as like for a thing.
I like that. So you're saying, hey, let America have it too. Dude, I mean, look, I'm happy that everything's open over there, but the death toll is high. And, some countries, like Japan, has had 4 resurgences already. I don't know how the hell they do it.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It fell off a cliff.
Yeah, so it's fine now to open. I'm just saying, scientists are saying that these waves are going to come and go. You know what I mean? Like, we all want to get back into it, but the way, especially with these new variants, it's like, God damn, these variants, man. Oh, they're terrifying.
Yeah.
Dude. I can't believe I got the vaccine. I'm done. No, the new variant. That's old variant. New variant.
So here's the thing. They said they added the whatever mectin April 10th. There's like a 14-day lag. So you push on 14 days. It's like around the time that it starts crashing. I mean, anyway, I'm not saying this is guaranteed. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, can we look into it? Anyway.
Well, hey.
That's my piece. I said my piece.
Up,
I'm only worried about it because I almost got COVID today. And I thought, I was told by all the authorities, the health authorities, Amish, that all I needed to do was get a vaccine and life would be dandy. And life was not dandy. I was getting a COVID test with the vaccine 2 days ago. Anyway, whatever it was, I was getting a COVID. I had a stupid stick up my nose, and I was feeling like a fool. I was like, what am I doing here? With the stick up my nose, I thought the stick in my arm was going to protect my stick up my nose. Like, what is this?
Yeah,
it's nonsense.
No, look, Canada right now is saying, how are they open? Like, we're just like, what do you mean open? There's like different information over there almost. It's like in America, the culture is so freedom loving and so pro market that there's almost more of a sense of like, well, what we're all going to just shut down the economy. The businesses, like, people will go out of businesses eventually. Like, a lot of people have gone out of business, but so many more will. So a lot of people are saying you open and close the economy just to save the economy, because everything we need comes from the economy. It is our almighty God in some sense, like the Bitcoin. It is like our almighty God in some sense. But then, you got to stop and be like, okay, but then the COVID is just killing people. But I think it's going to be, Japan's had 4 waves. People are saying the waves are going to come and go. But let's hope not. Let's hope God is great. Let's hope not. Let's end it.
You vibes. You got a test with a vaccine, but you weren't positive. So what's your point? I know 2 people at the same place that had a vaccine and that were positive. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my point.
The vaccine doesn't work on all the new variants.
And symptomatic. Not like, hey, they had gotten it. I think it should have been like within the range of, like the vaccine was supposed to be effective. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and how bad is the symptoms for them? Are they in pain? Are they suffering?
One of them I think was pretty bad, actually.
Yeah, dude.
Again, I'm so pro-vaccine. Like, I was angry at the guy who wasn't vaccinated there, because I'm like, okay, the most likely disease vector here was you, and he doesn't want to get vaccinated, and I'm like constantly telling him he's in the family, so like I have to. How do I dodge and duck and weave around that? But my point is, I'm pro that. But I'm also pro, like, let's get a lot of options in here. Let's get all the banger. Why can't these scientists who can design a banger virus create a banger antiviral? Where's the banger antiviral? There's no will for it's all like talk about vaccines. Hey, I know vaccines make a ton of money. Let's also get some drugs in here like that can treat you when you're actually sick.
Yeah. It's weird that we just at some point said there's no cure for the common cold. And have we just stopped working on that as a culture? Because that seems so basic. I remember in Star Trek, it would be like, they didn't have the cure for the cold yet. And they were joking, like they were talking about our times, I think. But I wonder if they even have it in Star Trek times. But it's weird. Like, we don't have the cure for the cold. Did we stop working on it? I wonder.
I think there's a lot of strains too. I mean, I don't know that there's like just like one.
A cold.
I don't.
Or a flu.
Yeah, I don't know.
guess people do
Chris
take the
Palmer
thing.
SEO. Much love from Chris Palmer SEO. Well, thank you.
All right. Double hitter
dude,
on that.
this topic really has people heated. People are telling me that, like, I mean, geez.
Well, should we check out the Jon Stewart clip? Because that's a hitter. That's like about.
Yeah,
this,
dude. Should
basically.
we?
Oh, you want to wrap it up?
Well, the COVID. I guess it's all within the same.
I think John. Let's do a mini wrap. Let's do a mini wrap. We're staying on COVID, switching things within COVID. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, baby. Wrap it up. West Freight 28, $5. Karma's for coffee. Getting the vaccine. P.S. Cold mutates faster, Amish. P.S. Cold. Oh, okay. So it just mutates too quick. We can't catch it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Dude, if you called it a banger,
enough.
people are saying call it banger antiviral. You call it that, people are taking it. Banger vaccine. Call it that. Dude, I don't know why we didn't tie, like, we should have given a stimulus package for anyone who got the vaccine. It's helping people get back to work. No, seriously.
I know, but how many people you have to bribe to take the fucking vaccine? Dude, someone's what, $1 million already.
I don't care at this point, dude. I don't care.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta
really,
get a
it is
vaccine.
a situation where you're like, dude.
Yeah.
It
So
does
here,
just
go watch a
affect other
baseball
people.
game.
Yeah.
Go watch a baseball game, but just get the fucking vaccine, you idiot. Come, we'll give you a lottery ticket. They're doing lottery tickets. They're doing weed, beer, everything. They're like, come on, please.
Anything.
We'll give you anything.
We'll give you anything you want, dude. We'll give you anything you want.
They're like, young people won't take the vaccine. You want weed? We have weed. What is happening?
Dude, it's such a crazy time to be alive when you think about it. You're like, this is
It's
just
so wild. It is wild right now. It is a time where people need more self-reliance, you know? It's been a hard week, man. It's just hard to hear the voice inside and believe in something and create your own destiny. It's not easy, man. People work on it. Very few people can do what you're doing, man. Just putting up the videos you're putting up. Very few people can do it. I can't believe how I talk to people even, and they're just like, yeah, that's why nobody does it. Like I was just talking to people, like writers and people in comedy. They're like, oh, you're trying to make a YouTube thing. Yeah, that's impossible. Like, they're not saying it's impossible, but it's like that's a lot. Like, I mean, you've just taken on a huge project or what, you know what I mean? It's not like it's work, man. Most people can't get it done. But there is something about, like, all it is, it's not actually too much work. It's just the forging a new path part of it. Thinking for yourself part of it. It's like you go to a TV network and they go, okay, write something like this. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Here, do whatever you want. And that's what the world is becoming. It's almost like the old world is gone, man. We're going into a new world. It's got to be different. It's got to be creative. We got to, like, come up with new solutions for shit, because it's just not, is it going to be the same? I don't know. And that's not doom and gloom. That's just saying, like,
no, I don't know.
We have to be much more. I mean, the economy was going there anyway. The COVID sped it up because we were already going into a world that was like, okay, robots taking over your jobs.
Right.
Like, you're going to change your career 6 times. You got to think of some interesting fucked up shit. You're not going to just do a job for 50 years. It's not that.
It's not. Yeah. And then, by the way, we're going to hit you with a pandemic, and this pandemic's probably going to be here forever. COVID, it ain't going away, dude.
Woo! Yeah, it's not. I just don't see how. I don't know.
Sticking around is going to probably kill you when you're 60 with some new banger variant where it's like the variant's is too hot for the scientists. Look, listen, I'm just saying, can we get the scientists who designed the virus to design the, like, cure? Like, can we just get them and go, look, we're not even saying you did it, but, like, you're all from the Wuhan Institute. Let's get you on this, like, hot, like, you're all virologists. Let's just say you know something about how it was made. Maybe you can design an antiviral, buddy.
You know, it's funny if, like, Fauci's just hiding. He's like, we have the cure, but if I tell them, then they'll know it was me. Like, he just has to hide it now. It's just like so many people. I cannot tell them. I can't tell. He sounds so mobbish too. He's like, I can't tell. Don't say it was gain of function. You better watch it. Like, he's just so New York accent. I love it.
Yep.
There was no gain of function research being commenced at the time, and I don't know why you don't know what it is. It's guy. You made the banger, didn't you? Everyone paid you. And you did it. You did your job real good. Beautiful. Baleful strikes $5. I'm late to the party. What's the leaked docs? Love you, coffee. As always.
We're talking about the tax docs.
Dude, yeah, we were talking about the tax docs, but now we're talking about we're going to go into Fauci emails now, though. We've been talking about COVID. Now we got to talk about Fauci, because Fauci must be brought to justice.
Fauci's been brought to... Dude, Fauci's in the dirt right now.
He's in the dirt, but what justice? Like, is there? There's not going to be any trouble for him. That's what he's doing. He's covering his ass, and I think better to just say, I fucked up.
The other thing too is that he's too much of a Democrat hero to be taken down. And this is the funny thing about the show. Earlier on the show, we're hitting some hard liberal points about like taxes and whatever. And now we're going to go right on the opposite, and we're going to talk about old Fauci.
We're going to talk, and it's going to be okay because
no, dude, because these Fauci is everyone's hero on the left. They would never give this man up.
Yeah.
And it's like, guys, maybe he's not who you thought he was. Like, I have no doubt that he's a competent scientist.
Right. Dude, made a banger. Made the best one in the game. Killed it, literally. Killed it.
Let's see this. Fauci just responded, okay?
Even though you lean towards feeling that this is more likely a natural occurrence, we always felt that you've got to keep an open mind. All of us. We didn't get up and start announcing it, but we've always said keep an open mind and continue to look. So I think it's a bit of a distortion to say that we deliberately suppress that.
Weren't there emails from him like saying, hey, like Peter Daszak or one of the scientists like literally emailed him, hey, thanks for standing up for the naturalistic origin and dismissing this Fox panic about the lab leak. So now he's saying that, I never dismissed it? Is that what he's saying here?
People forget that, but if you go back then, even though you lean towards feeling that this is more likely a natural occurrence, we always felt that you've got to keep an open mind. All of us. We didn't get up and start announcing it, but we've always said keep an open mind and continue to look. So I think it's a bit of a distortion to say that we deliberately suppress that. People forget that.
Deliberately suppressed. I think everyone covers their ass, and it's, sometimes it's even like unconscious behavior.
Well,
like
here it is right here. Let's just skip the nonsense. Here's what he actually said. He goes, okay, Fauci calls for China to shut down its wet market. So this is a thing about what Fauci has said about COVID's origins and the lab leak theory. Fauci first called for China to shut down its wet markets. That's the natural theory. In an interview with Fox News. Rebuffing the president, Fauci downplays the possibility of a lab leak, saying the virus mutations are totally consistent with a jump up from a species from an animal to human. In his strongest statement yet against the engineered virus, Fauci tells National Geographic that he's very, very strongly leaning towards this could not have been artificially or deliberately manipulated. Adds that all signs indicate that virus evolved in nature, then jumped species. Fauci brushes aside former Centers for Disease Control and Prevention directors, Dr. Robert whatever, about the possibility of lab leak is just an opinion. Fauci gets into a heated back and forth with Senator Rand Paul during a Senate testimony over unsubstantiated allegations about a leak between Wuhan. So this whole time he's saying that it wasn't artificial, and he's saying no, it's basically natural. And then he's saying this.
Distortion to say that we deliberately suppress that. I think it's a bit of a distortion to say that we deliberately suppress that.
You deliberately suppress that.
Yeah.
You consistently said it's not that. Amish, you know I hate liars, don't you?
I know you hate. It's a sin. It's a sign of a sinner. And but here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You made COVID. Everyone finds out. You go, oh, it was the bats. It was the bats. The bats did it. Fucking bats. You say, it was the bats. Can we
say it louder for the people in the back?
Get the heat off me. It's the bats. What did it? Bats. That's what he's doing. He's throwing the bats under the bus. And that's it. And Stewart knows.
Jon Stewart does know. Jon Stewart, guys.
Knows.
Finally,
and that's why it's okay for us to say it.
He finally made it okay to say it. Listen, guys, a week ago, not a week ago, like 2 months ago, you couldn't say this on Facebook. It was against the law of Facebook.
But they would have kicked you off of Facebook.
The law of the land.
Kicked off of Facebook for saying this. Foolish.
Debt of gratitude to science. Science has, in many ways, helped ease the suffering of this pandemic, which was more than likely caused by science.
So he says it. They go back and
He says it, and the
forth. I don't
audience
want to
is
do this
tepid.
because it's going to get us on the copyright thing.
Oh,
but
shit,
Jon
okay.
Stewart makes the point that
Laboratory coronavirus lab. How did this happen? And they're like, a pangolin kissed a turtle.
he points out that it's ridiculous what the options are, right?
Yeah. Good for him, man. Thank you. Thank you, Baba G, Jon Stewart. Thank you. These people are corporate. They've sold out.
And then Stephen Colbert the whole time is like, ha ha ha, this makes no sense.
Come on, John. Come on. What are you doing? Come on, John. You have sold
Stephen
out,
Colbert, dude. What happened? Jon
From where
Stewart's
he came from?
still the man, dude. Still the
Yes.
man.
Still tight.
Jon
Still
Stewart
tight. I mean,
rocks.
Colbert, you know what it is with Colbert? Colbert has the righteous work ethic.
Yeah, he does.
And the job that he has, he's doing his job, and he's at NBC or whatever network, whatever major network this is, and they are told very strictly to toe the line, and like they basically have to support Fauci or like they lose access from the government. That's my own theory. Sounds like conspiracy theory maybe, but I know a lot of times with these big media outlets, they're told by like MSNBC tells them like we don't want to lose access to the White House. So don't say that because the White House is pro Fauci.
It's a huge form of soft influence. That's real. Let's
Exactly,
watch on.
right?
Let's watch on.
Or it's the
Sorry, one sec.
bat of the night shit. What about this?
Second.
Listen to this.
Wait a second.
All right.
John.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There's been an outbreak of chocolatey goodness near Hershey, Pennsylvania. What do you think happened? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe a steam shovel mated with a cocoa bean. Or it's the chocolate factory. Maybe that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
and he's getting the cheers.
sir.
And Colbert says, easy, watch it, Johnny. We got sponsors. We got someone's going to come in, shut us down.
Wait a second. But it could be possible, you could be right, it could be possible that they have the lab in Wuhan to study the novel coronavirus diseases because in Wuhan, there are a lot of novel coronavirus diseases
Chilling for Fauci.
Place to find
Chilling for
bats.
Fauci.
You won't find bats
No, but it's
anywhere
like
else.
saying
Oh
why-
wait, Austin, Texas has thousands of them that fly out of a cave every night.
That's actually very true.
That's very true.
Very true.
Very
No,
true.
it doesn't seem to be an Austin coronavirus. The only coronavirus we have is in Wuhan,
Yep.
Yes,
where they have a lab called, what's the lab called again, Stephen?
the Wuhan novel coronavirus lab.
I believe that's
Yeah.
the case.
So that's a banger point.
And how long
That's a
have
banger
you
point.
worked for Senator Ron Johnson?
Let me tell you something.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Easy cheap shot. Easy cheap shot. Okay.
Watch it. What is he
You know
doing?
what's funny, dude? This is
So
like
foolish.
This is the liberal purity test. If you start straying from like the party line, they go, "How long you been working for Trump?" It's like, you know what that's like? That's like the Republican equivalent of like, what are you, a socialist now?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay, I'm with her. I'm with Hillary. What the fuck are you doing? I'm with fucking Hillary, idiot. Shut up. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh, you think we should tax the billionaires? And you also think Hillary Clinton should be the fucking president? Idiot! Like that's what it is. It's partisan. It's very partisan. He's picked a team. He's saying you're not on my team. Yes, this is the meaning of what he has said. And it's foolish because why are we picking teams on this? It's a science. Fauci made a banger virus. I'm giving him credit. Give him credit. He did great.
You guys
great.
need to learn some basic virology, Jennifer Nielsen. This is all garbage. Jennifer, do you think it's a natural occurring coronavirus?
Yeah, Jennifer, what do you think? What do you think?
We'd
What did
love
we
to
miss?
know. Listen, we just
we
want
like
to know what's going on.
Look,
If
and
we
Denim Charette is defending us already, saying, "Dude, it's comedy." But like, no, like we'd love to hear this theory. Sorry, go ahead.
Jennifer, I mean, if you want to come on the show, come on the show.
Come on.
We'd
Tell us the
we'd
theory.
love to know what you think. PG,
Joshua
no
says,
Jennifer.
"Take a hike, Jennifer."
Did you see? No Jennifer. We learned from YouTube comments. That's right. That's right. It's really
Yeah,
funny.
where's
Come on,
yeah,
Jennifer. Tell us what's going
Yeah,
on.
tell us what's going on. If you're a virologist, if you're in the virology.
No, I mean it
game.
sincerely. I'm not even.
Did we scare her? She's like gone now. She's
No,
even
I'm
making
not.
that
I'm not even saying that tongue in cheek. I actually want to.
Don't bother her. Don't at message her. Now people are at messaging her. Diligent Jabber Johnson didn't stop talking, so they couldn't edit around him. Yeah, I know. No, it's very awkward because Colbert is like so squirming. He's like, okay, hey, what are you working for, Ron Johnson? Stop, man.
Yeah.
Where have you come from? Know your roots. Respect your Babaji. This is your Guruji from the Comedy Central days that taught you everything you know. Foolish! He taught you everything you know.
Yeah.
And you insult him? And you say, no, Babaji, no. Maybe Babaji is wrong. Foolish! Have respect. He has no respect.
Where's Jennifer, dude? Jennifer, we're all waiting with bated breath.
You see, now you're making it sound aggressive.
Check out This Week in Virology. They talked about it a long time ago. Okay.
Oh, Jennifer, what's the theory?
She goes, don't watch that. Watch my thing. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
This Week in Virology.
I mean, we're not going to listen to This Week in Virology right now. If you can give us like a little sum, even if you could type out the sum up.
Yeah.
Can you give us the one liner? Can you give us a log line?
Give us the log line,
hey,
baby.
Give us COVID, the log line. What do you got? You got it? Yeah, no, fuck, man. The world is changing, and we need more self-reliance.
Do we have we need a transcript of that? I'm trying to pull a transcript from that thing so we can at least.
Yeah, check it out, man.
Check it out.
What's with these all caps? I'm not gonna read these all caps. I'm not reading the all caps. Settle it down. Unless you're doing LOL all cap, Jennifer Nielsen.
I think Jennifer Nielsen is talking about this one. It's called SARS-CoV-2 Origins with Robert Gary. Robert Gary joins This Week in Virology to explain how molecular biology of SARS-CoV-2 shows that it came from nature, not a lab, including the receptor binding domain, the furin cleavage site, and the two lineages circulating the Wuhan wildlife markets.
Okay, fair enough.
No. This is just like you got your smart guy to say your thing. I promise you, I could find some scientist who goes, nope, the science shows that it's obviously from a lab.
That's what it seems like. What came out in the emails too.
But
like he was he was covering it up. It sounds like he was saying, "Thanks for not saying that it was found by bats or whatever." He's saying,
right.
Is that him saying like? Thanks for not saying that because it's a Trump conspiracy. That
I'm not saying Robert Gary's wrong though. I'm just saying like it's easy to get one guy to go, I'm positive that it came from nature or whatever. Like I'm positive it came from blah blah blah. And by the way, I mean, look, this guy. Here we go. Robert Gary. He's been saying this since March 18th of 2020. So of course he's going to say it in 2021. You can't abandon your post.
What we did in this study was we looked to try to figure out, based on the genetics of the virus and what we knew about coronaviruses before this, where the virus might have come from. So one thing I can tell you is that this is not a bioweapon. Nobody made this virus in a laboratory. This is a product of nature. What we believe is that the virus, probably a long time ago, originated from a bat species, because there are coronaviruses of bats that are very similar to this new coronavirus, the SARS coronavirus 2. But there are other parts of the virus that look more like other animal coronaviruses. So what we believe is that this is a recombinant. So the virus combined from two different species to create a virus that is now infecting humans. Now, we don't know how long the virus was in humans. It could be just a few months, could be years, could be decades. But what we do know is that there are a few small changes that were made in the virus that allowed it to spread more rapidly. We know that.
Okay, there we go, Jennifer. You got your due, okay? Now relax on it, okay? We listen to everybody.
It's fine. We listen.
We listen to everybody.
She's relaxed. She told us once or twice. It's fine. It's fine. Some other people are doing all caps. Brian 299. Amish snapping at Colbert had me weak. Ha 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 ha. Laughy faces. BC Coffee. Can you explain how the first coronavirus came about? Well,
here's the thing. Here's the funny thing about SARS-CoV-1. SARS-CoV-1 was from nature, but SARS-CoV-1 after it got out, it re-leaked twice from a lab, from the Chinese Institute of Virology. This is known. So you're going to tell me that it's impossible that this lab where we were working on novel coronaviruses, it couldn't have leaked? Where people were allegedly doing gain-of-function research, it couldn't have leaked? You're saying that's impossible? I'm just saying, if you acknowledge on the one hand that they have leaked before. SARS-CoV viruses have leaked before. Then you acknowledge, well, they were working on coronaviruses in the lab. Then you say they may have been doing some gain of function. It's pretty questionable. Then you go, okay, if those three things are true, could it have been from a lab? I mean, you could still argue that this one happened to be from nature, but you have to give credence to the possibility that it could have been from the lab. It's not even close to outside the realm of possibility.
Right now, it seems fair, especially the fact that we're not.
Three of the researchers came down with a illness. They all went to the hospital.
Yeah. Like, this guy's saying that the original one comes from nature. Fair enough that he's saying the original one comes from nature. But does it, like, can you not take the original one, put it in a lab, and just do some experiments on it? Because it sounds to me like what Fauci was trying to do, even with Rand Paul, is he goes, it's not gain-of-function research, which is like a technicality. Yeah. But he just technically wasn't doing the literal thing called gain-of-function. But what he was doing is taking SARS and making a banger out of it. It was like they said, "Hey, we need a sequel, and it's got a bang. We need a blockbuster on that shit." And Fauci delivered on that, but he did not.
So stupid.
He did not technically do gain of function. That's what
dude,
but when you saw him with
so
Rand Paul,
freaking funny.
When you saw him with, thank you. But when you saw him with Rand Paul, was he not saying this? Basically, it sounds like he's just doing a technicality. It's not gain of function. Okay, fine. It's not gain of function. It wasn't totally made in a lab. Fine, it came from a bat. Can we not get it from a bat? Say, hey, study that. Like, it sounds to me like this is what they said. Study it. Your job is to study it. Fund more research even in it. And then that's what they made the lab that name, and they did it. And then they made a little boo-boo. They made a little mistake. First, he did his job righteously. Let me say that. He did his job correctly and righteously when he made that banger. Someone let it out by mistake. People are dying. No, everyone's first instinct is deny. I don't want to get into more. I don't want to say there's a more conspiracy than that. I don't want to say anyone's ill-willed, anyone's being mean or crazy or like. I don't think the Chinese government is like in on it or anything like that. I think it's just honest mistakes, and this is all over the world. Everyone's mishandling is a lot of it is let's pretend this isn't happening. A lot of it is that's the Indian government response is like it's gonna just be gone in a month. Will you stop it?
It's not gonna be gone.
They don't know. They at the time they didn't know, and the scientists told them, and they just said, "Well, you've been wrong about other shit. You said the whole world was gonna end because of some other climate change or whatever." And, like they don't care. They don't care, right? Like they just hear that advice and they go, "Okay, let's pretend it's not happening. Pretend that the deaths aren't that bad. Blame as much as you can on cancer." Because there's a bunch of people that people are saying like from India, Russia, China, a lot of countries. People just died of an ammonia, like is it pneumonia or ammonia? Like people just die, like in Russia, people are saying that like the numbers could be way higher because they died of something else. Even in India, people are saying like the numbers are way higher than whatever they're reporting. Way higher. Like that's like across the board. People say that. Like in the government, they're like, oh, we don't have the efficiency to count it proper. Like it's probably like 2-3 times that. Yep, that's what we're counting. Like that, I'm talking about like government people say that in India. Like they're just. It's open. It's in the news. They don't like. It's not. They're not ashamed of it. They're like, hey, if you had this many people, you wouldn't fucking know either. If you had this many people and they were free citizens, not like communist China, where the whole thing was made. If you weren't like that, then you wouldn't be able to control and know each number either. Right. And every level of government is suppressed. Is like, well, just say it was a cancer. Every level is doing that, so you don't even have real numbers. Anyway, I don't know how I got into all that. West Spray 28. $5. Thanks, man. Oh my god, I feel like I've
You're
had
on fire. You're channeling the sauce, dude.
Channeling the source.
Where's Jennifer?
Jennifer, we got more from Jennifer.
Well, I'm trying to find as much as I can from Jennifer. No, he didn't lie. He didn't suppress. See, okay, right. Jennifer might be one of the Fauci ones. I think she's talking about Fauci. There are traits
a lot of, people
of viruses that point to a natural origin, and human manipulation leaves signs. Everything you read from Fauci was 100% legit. 100%. Nothing could it be lie. Come on.
It's hard to tell. I mean, a lot of smart people are saying this. A lot of smart people are saying this, and it does look like a little bit of like what she's saying. That like even I know people who are like the Fauci emails, like that, there's nothing in there. Like a lot of people are like have that attitude. A lot of intelligent people, because they do feel like he's the scientist and just listen
trust
to
the
him.
Fauci. But my point is that there are other scientists. I get it, because what she said is, Jesus, guys, all I'm saying is this really complicated stuff, and the science is way over most people's heads, and the evidence strongly leans towards natural origin, so Fauci wasn't lying. But does it, though? That's the question. one guy. The first thing you realize about science when you actually start like reading papers is that almost nobody agrees. I mean, there are consensuses when you have a field advanced long enough, but there are also issues where people are deeply divided.
Yeah.
So it takes years to trace origin, so we won't know for a long time.
Right.
Okay,
fair enough. I mean, but what's wrong with the idea that like I'm not saying that it originally didn't come out of nature. Like it originally was in nature, but if they have this Wuhan Virus Institute, they're obviously carrying the virus there. They have different strains. Like, are they officially not allowed to just that's what they do? They have different strains. Is it not possible that they are working on it, trying to make it more powerful, and they leaked it by mistake? The original one is from nature. I'm not saying.
No, all I'm going to say is this. Look, if you can't trust what people who are tied to the Wuhan Institute say. So Fauci has ties. Peter Daszak, a lot of these guys have ties. Robert Barrack have ties to the Wuhan Institute. So also, when you tell me trust these guys, I'm thinking to myself, no. Listen, which is why I liked when she brought up, to her credit, this Robert F. Gary guy. To my knowledge, he doesn't have a tie to.
That's great. That's
to
great.
Wuhan. So I'm like, great. I want to listen to this guy. I want to know. But you can't just say, well, listen to Fauci. I mean, let's be honest. Fauci had a reason to try to downplay the Wuhan origin. You think it would look good? You think Fauci would be in where he is right now if it was found out that it came from Wuhan? No way. No way. If we find out, trust me, if we find out that it came from the lab, Fauci's gone. I guarantee it. And Fauci knows that.
We don't already have that, eh? I thought that was like kind of leaked. No, it's not. It's not like proof.
It's not. No. We don't have proof one way or the other.
No, we just have his emails that say that he was kind of. By the way, I don't mind the mask stuff because I do find that mask stuff was very complicated, and so sometimes he said don't wear it, sometimes he said wear it. I thought that was like I'm with Fauci on that in the sense that it's a new situation. You don't know exactly what's going on. You do the best with the information you got. So he made some decisions like that. I'm not against him on that. I'm not even against him for making the banger virus of all time that shows a righteous work ethic. I'm just saying maybe they made it and it got out by mistake.
Nature says, this is Nature. It's like one of the most respected science institutions. Or journals. Journals.
These guys will know.
Divisive COVID lab leak debate prompts dire warnings from researchers. Great. What are the researchers saying? Allegations that COVID escaped from a Chinese lab makes it harder for for nations to collaborate on ending the pandemic and fuel online bullying, some scientists say.
Okay, so is this another one of these?
What the heck does that? Wait. You can't say. Listen, this is the crazy thing. It's like you're saying, okay, don't say it came from a Chinese lab. What is the other option again? This is such a anti-science position to take. Actually, this is mind-blowing. This is coming from one of the top journals. Don't talk about it coming from possibly from a lab. It fuels online bullying. I saw somebody saying, I forgot where it was. They were saying, what's more racist, saying it came from a lab, like labs that everyone has, or those guys eat bats? Nobody else eats bats. Those guys they're dirty and they eat bats, and that's where it came from. What? That's actually more of like a, hey, watch out.
You know how many Indian memes? You know how many Indian TikTok were fucking, Chinese people, they eat anything. No wonder they have it. That's what they were doing back in the day. Like last year they were doing.
Yeah, I was going to say, if anything would fuel online bullying, I would think a natural origin would. I think that actually the lab, we can safely hate everyone because the U.S. was involved too. So I don't.
Yeah, like then we can say the U.S. funded it.
Like, they say bullying, the volatility of the debate could thwart efforts to study the virus's origins. Come on, dude.
Why?
Stop the gaslighting. It's so you can't ask questions. It's hurting us if you ask questions.
Are we bullying right now? Tell us honestly in the comment. Are we bullying? Is someone hurt? Like, I mean, we're here to talk, man.
Fauci's hurt, dude. We're talking trash about Fauci. That's it.
That Fauci's hurt, but I don't want, like, Fauci, it should be, of course it hurts him.
Look, as well as offending researchers and authorities in China whose cooperation is needed.
Oh, yeah. We have to couch out to them.
I think we came to it, guys.
We got to couch out to them.
We got to... You got to worry about what China thinks. Hold on. Let me pull up our apology. Me and Amish have a big apology for you guys right now.
Yo, I heard,
I
heard Trump did this too, right?
Hold on, Amish. Here's. Sorry for talking about the lab link, guys. Here's our apology.
Yes, we are sorry. We are sorry.
We made a mistake. We questioned the lab leak.
Yes,
and we've hurt China's feelings, who would never lie about anything to other world governments.
You know what? Apparently, so this thing, I think this just came out. Apparently, Donald Trump apologized to them too. Like Donald Trump during the presidency, he called Taiwan a country. He said, and you know, our great friend Taiwan or whatever.
No
and
way.
He had to go back. Yeah. So this is in a statement issued Saturday about. So this is from, sorry, NBC. But let me just. Should we do another one? Let's see. Who else? Washington Post. Why are people making such a big deal about the Trump? Yeah. Apparently, Trump did this too, about the Trump Taiwan call.
I know nothing about that.
I think it just came out or something.
Guy, hey, Trump's out of office. Quit worrying about him.
No, but I'm saying Trump apologized for this too, dude. Go easy on John Cena.
That's embarrassing. Did he really?
Go easy on John Cena. I'm like, this is what I've just heard this before, like 10 minutes before I came into the podcast. But apparently, Trump had to apologize for this too.
What?
Reported on the phone call Friday, Trump tweeted that his.
When was this?
I don't know. Someone just told me this.
Okay. Again, we gotta
planned.
know that for sure.
Washington. I'm looking at the Washington Post.
The point is, we're way off track here, Amish. We're way off track.
Look, you gotta apologize to China.
Look,
you gotta apologize. To
gotta
China.
apologize. Listen to this. Others worry that the rhetoric around the alleged lab leak has grown so toxic that it's fueling online bullying of scientists and anti-Asian harassment in the United States.
Anti-Asian harassment? What?
This has nothing to do with what we're saying. As well as offending researchers and authorities in China. Crazy, man.
I'm saying the Americans funded it.
The authoritarian bootlicking with China is unsettling. It's deeply unsettling, man.
Okay, now I gotta find this Trump shit. Okay, Trump apologized for me. Okay, wait. John Cena apologized. How Trump is winning hearts and minds in Taiwan. Han. What is he thinking, dude?
Do you have that thing?
I don't know. How Trump is winning hearts and minds in Taiwan, risking China's wrath.
I feel like knowing, just knowing what kind of guy Trump is, he would call Taiwan a country not because he loves Taiwan, but just to piss off China. Like he would.
Yeah, that's what should happen. That's what he should be doing.
But that's what I think he did. Like, what proof do you have? No proof? Get out. Like, don't say it.
No, hey, chill. Calm
no
down.
Proof here. There's no proof.
Supporter. Such a Trump supporter. Just give it a second. All right. Hey, if anyone has proof, send us a link. Listen, let the audience do it. Let the community do it. I can't find it right now. It's 1 a.m.
Caleb Ray.
It's 1 a.m.
It's not even 1. I know.
Does anyone have this? Does anyone have this? Can someone send this to me?
Caleb Ray, $4.99. Hire all together. If they can't accurately record, how do they know COVID was actual cause of death or just one thing on a long list? Caleb, please don't make us go through this, okay? I don't have time to explain how epidemiology works. People spend their lives trying to count up deaths.
Right.
Okay? That's a whole career is finding out what people died of. Is it always
job.
Right? No. But within error margins, it's pretty accurate, okay? Sorry. Anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. That's a 2020 question. That's like I don't even know why anyone's asking them in 2010 or 2021.
Silly, dude.
Wes Frey, there are no resistance markers or fluorescent tags on it. It would have to be deliberately hidden before the fact for it to be leaked. Scientists are not that evil.
I don't
Wes
think he's
Frey
being
saying
evil.
there should have been biomarkers on the virus if it was genetically engineered.
Okay, fair enough. So it's
fair
not.
enough,
Maybe it's not.
Wes Frey.
That's a good call. I mean, everyone's saying this there's just so many credible people saying that the lab leak happened. So now I'm just like, but it sounds like it from the emails. I don't know. But then some people are just so anti that too. But then there is the Trump derangement syndrome.
I'm just celebrating the fact that we can finally talk about it again.
That's weird. The no
It's
talking
just
is weird.
weird that we can't
take
talk
it.
about it.
I can't take it.
It
hurts
ends
me.
up making people defend and want to talk about it. When if
hurts
you
my
just
feelings.
let us talk about it from the beginning, we could have gotten to the bottom of it like 12 months ago. This whole idea of oh my gosh, dude, I just saw a message that I have to address right now. It's hilarious.
Tell me. Where is it?
It goes, Zilla equals Ted Cruz's nephew. Okay. That's funny. that's funny actually, because I saw something from Ted Cruz that freaking had me laughing. Okay. Did you see this? See this, Amish?
Yo, you see this 199 right here? What is this AVMU talking about with the 199? Take it easy. I'm gonna blush on that shit, dude. Who is this? It says, yo, why is it to 199 super check? Well, yo, why is the beach looking so cute ASF tonight? Whoo!
Wow, dude.
Whoo, darling.
Wow.
AVMU.
Stop it. That's too much.
Let's
He doesn't
keep going.
need that.
I did not tell someone to do that. Someone just
So
wrote that.
so let's wrap up that previous clip, shall we?
Thanks. Let's wrap it up. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up! Who leaked it? Who leaked it? How is that your response, man?
That's so funny, dude.
Who leaked it?
All right. Drake Cousins, please scroll up about my PubMed search. Oh, hold on. Drake
PubMed,
has
let's
something
take a
about
look.
PubMed. Let's real quick.
Oh, Caleb Ray, 499. Hire altogether. If they can't accurately record, how do they know if COVID was the actual cause of death or just one thing on a long list? Oh, right. You already read this, and you already said, hey.
Real quick.
What's spray?
This is
Did
a
you get this
PubMed
West spray?
thing.
Okay, yeah.
So the genetic structure of SARS-CoV-2 doesn't rule out a laboratory origin. SARS-CoV-2's chimeric structure and Furge cleave site might be the result of genetic manipulation. See, that's what I mean. You could just get one guy saying this, another guy saying that, smart people saying this, smart people saying that. It doesn't.
I don't know what to... It's
Anyways.
like climate change. It's like climate change. It'll never end. West Frey, another 25. God.
Well, that's a bad example because climate change is, the evidence is really clear.
Wow. That's great that you said that.
What are you talking about?
No, because people fight against it so hard that sometimes
that's just like I thought this was pretty well known. It's like the smoking thing. I mean, oil industry has been telling people forever. And by the way, I have so many oil industry friends.
Yeah.
And like basically they even tell me at this point. They're like yeah, I mean.
Yeah, they're like if you're inside the company, they tell you.
Yeah, dude, yes, dude.
The general culture is very pro. I know a lot of people that are like, what? Like, even the same thing with the billionaires, same thing with the MLMs. I know a lot of business type people that go, what are you going to do about climate change? Why are you
Look,
bringing it up?
the science
What are
got
you gonna do about
really clear. It's been clear for a while, but I mean, especially in the last, I don't know, decade, like people have been.
I know, I'm glad you're saying
even
it.
like major conservatives will go, yeah, man-made climate change is a thing.
But we shouldn't do anything about it.
They'll say we don't know how much it's raising the temperature.
Right.
But even the skeptics, it's sort of like people like who used to say smoking like was good for you. Once eventually even smoking, like people who are pro smoking can't even bother saying it's like good for you. Instead they'll say like, well, the warming isn't that big of a deal. That you could say that may be a whole debate, but the whole idea that like there's climate change, like, yeah.
It seems like there's no political will to do anything about it, though.
Right.
It just is like the economy is more important.
Because
We
it's
don't care
hard.
about it enough.
It's really hard, and it's a big deal. But yeah, I mean, it's a big. I'm not even a big climate guy. Like, I'm not a climate guy at all. I don't really care.
Yeah,
it's not my fight. It's not like something I care about. I am one of the people who think like we'll probably figure it out. But
same. I do feel it. In my heart, I do feel like we'll do something. I always like the person who makes the argument that like, hey, maybe next year we'll find some fucking banger shit, dude. Free energy, no, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know.
No,
maybe next year we find one banger innovation, and it's over, man. We don't have to worry. We just have to figure out how to get the. We need to take an atom. We need to take like any atom and be like, because in this piece of paper, there's enough electricity in these atoms to power a city for a week or some shit. Who knows, right? You know the facts are not going to be exactly correct. But basically, we figured out that technology. These problems are solved.
Yeah, real
Nobody's
quick.
working on it. It just sounds silly to people. Like, oh, that'll never happen. You know?
Yeah. You know, I saw a banger video, actually. I would recommend this video to anybody, dude. Hold on.
Is it the TED Talk? Because I remember there was a great
No,
TED Talk about that where he's talking about...
so good, dude. It's called A Skeptical Look at Climate Science. It is the best video I've seen probably on YouTube ever.
Oh my
So
God.
it's like, it's super well done. It's very fair, very interesting. Nobody would have a problem with it. It's like a video that everybody could come together and like kumbaya about.
Really?
Truly, dude. Like, even because this person is so freaking like balanced about it. Skeptical Look at Climate Science. If you're super a climate alarmist, you would love this video. If you're a climate skeptic, you would love this video. It's unbelievable. And this guy is like killer with the science. So I would highly recommend this video. Great video.
I'll tell you, I remember I saw this guy once called Black Pigeon Speaks, and he just does these essays on how the Muslims are taking Europe. And I'm like,
What are we talking about?
I'm like, there are numbers. You know what I mean? I'm always like
talking about right
I'm
now?
always impressed with like.
Why do
with,
we
like,
need
this
to
guy-
talk about this? What are you
He's crazy.
saying?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't agree with him.
What?
I don't agree with him. But he has so, and then he has another two. He has like 5 more essays on how Western women destroy civilization, and I'm just like, guy, it's crazy. But like, he's doing his research. He's like 2 or 3 videos that are about Western women will destroy all civilization, and it's like 30 minutes. I can't watch the whole thing, but the graphs, the charts, he's got it all.
Oh my gosh, dude. The way you brought that up was so funny. I go, yeah, the studies are tight. And you go, like, I'm talking about climate change. You go, yeah, I saw this thing about like Muslim people taking over Europe. I'm like, what?
I can't convince these people that it's not happening.
So funny, dude.
My family in India, they're like, well, you got to do something with the Muslims. Like, they don't get it. They're getting some propaganda, and I'm like, guys, stop. It's a grift. You're wasting your time on this. You know, it's like a little industry. People waste their time on it, and it just covers up other shit, like other ineptitudes in the government. And I'm talking about for India. Here, I don't know who's making. I think there's just an outrage culture around.
Well, guys, we're now. If you get your points in about.
Anyone watching Black Pigeon Speaks here? Sometimes I just see YouTube will just recommend a video that's like 5 ways immigrants are destroying our culture, and I gotta see it. I gotta see it to be like, well, let me see the points. Let me see what the arguments are right now. In case if I'm somewhere and I have to be like, no, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, it's crazy. People can always. But this guy's doing a skeptical case for climate change, and it's just more of a sober.
Good. It's really good. Seriously. Anybody could watch it. You could send it to your granddad who always thought that like oil actually is going to save humanity. And you could send it to the guy who's like super pro everything, you know, who's got Greta Thunberg tattooed on their left ankle. And they both would love this video. So highly recommend it.
I can't wait.
Give it my highest recommendation.
Wes
Frey, $24.99. Tulane has run a whole genome sequence on these, and no evidence was found of a lab leak. The opposite was found. Common sense in science is that the selection of the mutant virus CoV-2 in culture, you would need res. I don't know what that means.
Don't even know science. Don't even know enough science to even know that. $10. Thank you though. Thank you, Wes Frey. We appreciate it.
Yo, Wes, if you have some PubMed
No
about immigrants taking over, Amish would love to see it.
Let's see that one too. It's fine. $10. I love Amish, but Trump actually refused to apologize and signed an act making the language official policy. I know Orange Man bad, but come on, get your info correct. Oh, so he actually said, "I'm not going to apologize." Is that what he said? Because my cousin, I swear to God, is a Trump supporter, and he told me that. So that's why I just took it to be fact. I was like, this guy would always say.
Your grasp on like some of these facts is like hilarious. It's like
no, but
my cousin who heard it from a third source who read a USAA article.
He's
like,
so right wing.
Getting this stuff.
He's so right wing, and he said it. So I just took it as fact. Listen, guys, there's egg on my face, just like that time that I said Tony Robbins had that poo on the pizza fucking meditation. And it turned out to be just nothing. It was nothing. It was all a big fluff. It was all a big to-do about nothing. But you know what? Sometimes the idea pops in my head, and then I think it's there. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Drake Cousins.
Rav
thanks,
Tosh Singh, I got Cove and then used it to take iVect, you know what? My entire family used it and got better faster. My dad is a doctor and he prescribed it to all of us. In India, it's the hot stuff, dude.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, no, India's, everyone's taking it. Well, Diligent Dabber is doing like some PSAs. When you burn garbage, the smoke goes up into the sky where it turns into stars. I don't know enough about science to disprove it. Fair.
Oh, dude, that's funny, man.
Let's see. There's so many. Aswin Krishna. Amish is on DMT.
Yo, I got to show you this. Okay, so I was trying to transition to this.
Yeah.
Which is I saw this. So the title alone almost had me in tears. This didn't used to be controversial. No matter what you do after this, it's gonna be hilarious. Anyway, let's all watch together.
Oh, it's so
this
silly.
didn't used to be controversial, guys.
Wow.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America,
Yeah.
and to the republic.
Why do you laugh at this, huh, Steven?
Under God, indivisible, with liberty.
Why do you laugh at this? Huh?
It's so ordinary and regular and like normal that it's so funny that this is one thing. So there's like derangement syndrome in both parties. There's a Trump derangement syndrome for sure. But then there's also a derangement syndrome in conservatives where Starbucks puts a red cup and they go, Christmas is dying. Like it's over. This didn't used to be controversial. Merry Christmas. It's like, and or those
Merry
other,
Christ.
they'll go Merry Christmas, and it's like hey, it's fine. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody's like,
Really? Did I ever tell you the karaoke Christmas I did? Did I ever tell you the karaoke Christmas where I had to confront a bunch of liberals?
wow.
And I had to say, hey, this didn't used to be controversial. Singing a song for Christ Mass a week before Christmas.
Yes,
I never told you. I was at a karaoke a week before. It was like 10 days before Christmas, years ago. 10 days before Christmas.
Checkmate, libs.
I'm on like 10th. It's a bunch of libs. I'm on like 10th. 10 days before you know whose birthday. Not one Christmas song. Not one Christmas. I had to sing the first Christmas
the culture come to?
I had to sing the first Christmas song, and when I went up, I said, "You all need to have more respect. Someone's
Have
birthday's
more
in 10
respect.
days. Someone's birthday's in 10 days, and then these guys are singing "Don't Stop Believing." You did stop believing. They're singing "Journey." Don't stop believing. You did stop believing. Why don't you believe in your Lord and
You
Savior?
need to have something to believe in, dude. Look, honestly, I got this new video coming out about Bitcoin. It's like Bitcoin is religion for people who lost God somewhere along the way.
I love that video. You showed me you showed me that. It was amazing. I do love how conservatives believe in something, and it makes their work ethic righteous. The left doesn't believe in that any damn thing, man. Ted Cruz, you can laugh at him, but this is what gets him up in the morning. He says, well, I better go to work because the flag, pretty soon it'll be on fire. Pretty soon I'll have to go and burn. They'll say, burn it and read the Quran. So let me go to work. Pretty soon they'll be saying, put your hand on this Quran and say, I swear to Sharia. So I better go to work and put the flag up and do the prayer. That's what he said. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. He believes. That's the thing.
Dude,
he believes, and the right wing is. That's where the right wing is righteous.
Oh my gosh!
They believe in something. It's the wrong thing they're believing in. It's not right what they believe in.
That is so funny.
That's how he gets to work, dude. He goes to work because he has to lie to himself. Dude, how do you, as Ted Cruz, stay in the fucking game? How do you do it? This guy has been humiliated 6 times.
Oh, millions
He's becoming
of
an
times.
inspiration.
Yeah, in a way, it's all turning around on him.
Turning around.
The way
man.
he just keeps rolling with it.
I mean, look at this. This is like, I'm talking about, like, I have so much writer's block right now where it's like you got to do your karmas. You got to put your content on the YouTube, and that is your karma, and it must be done. This guy wakes up and he goes, I need to put a banger on Twitter today. It's my job. I need to get the public excited.
Dude, it's the funniest caption I've ever read.
So
it's my favorite caption on
believes,
Twitter
man.
ever. And I was just like, you could meme this It's an
so
infinite
funny.
meme. You can say anything and then just do something regular. Like do something real nice where you go to the store, you wave hi to somebody, and then you just angrily say, "This didn't used to be controversial." And they're like, "What?" And you don't explain anything. Just like Ted, he just drops it. You just don't explain anything, dude. You put a pack of gum on like the cashier thing, and you go, "This didn't used to be controversial, but I don't care."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What? What?"
Dude, there's these fucking incels in comedy in Toronto, and they would like sexually harass girls and be like, "The fucking cucks took it over. This didn't used to be What? I'm following you home, bitch. This didn't used to be controversial, but we've cuckified our society." I get, there's people who are crazy, man. They just believe that. Some people believe like the
This
world's out
is
to get
so
me.
funny.
It's so funny, and it is very like
My favorite thing ever, dude. Well,
This is why they work hard, though.
I'm sort of preemptively mad at Ted a little bit because, and can I tell you why?
Tell me.
So
I'm impressed that he's in the game. Even
people know
After what Trump did.
I live in Texas.
Live in Texas.
Right? Well, I don't know if you've heard the news, but ERCOT has released a statement. Now, if you remember the Great Freeze of Texas, ERCOT screwed us, okay? Now, ERCOT is saying once again that not only does our power not work when it's too cold, now it doesn't work as temperatures rise.
Oh, air conditioning. Air conditioning. We get that in Toronto, too.
Bro.
But, dude.
What do we pay
Sorry.
these people for? First of all, and then Ted's like, he's like a figurehead. Right or wrong, he's like the figurehead of Texas. So you're like,
Silly.
what are you doing about it? So, Mish, I had to go out. Can I tell you a little story? I had to go out. I don't like to go outside. I'm like, I need a generator. Yeah. I need to go buy. What am I in a second world, third world country here? I have to buy a generator for my house because the power is so unreliable that twice in a year I need a generator. So I go buy a generator. I'm at the store shopping, whatever. They come out with this thing. So first of all, I was debating, like, do I get solar or do I get gas? At first I was like, well, I'll get solar, right? So I look at the wattage, and 1,000 watts was like pretty high. $1,000 for 1,000 watts. I was like, sick, dude. 1,000 watts sounds like a lot. Can it power my fridge? Well, yeah, it can basically power my fridge and nothing else, and it'll be out of juice in like 2 seconds. Okay, what does gas do?
Yeah.
$1,000, 6,500 watts. So I go,
It's not even close.
it's not even fair. So I go, okay, I'm gonna buy the gas one. So I buy the gas one. These guys come out to my car. I'm like expecting this little thing that I can carry around. It's 200 pounds. It's like this monstrosity.
Wait,
Then
the gas one or the solar one?
The gas one.
Okay, yeah.
I get it into my garage, and I'm like, hey, we should start this up, test if it works. The garage was open, people. Okay, relax. I wasn't going to do it for very long. It was raining outside. I couldn't put it outside. Okay, so I started up. Amish, every house in the neighborhood was woken up from this thing.
100%.
It was like 12 Ducatis simultaneously starting up.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, what is my life? This Electric Reliability Council of Texas has ruined me. They turned me into a shell of a man with hearing loss.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. What do you think I should do?
Look, man, this is again this pro-business attitude, dismantling government program, government stuff. Like, it has been the culture for 30, 40 years. This trickle-down economics. I mean, I don't know if it's trickle-down economics.
Here it comes, the lefty lib, commentary. Here we go.
Stance, but this is your private sector running the electricity market. It's a public need, and they just need to be on top of it. Dude, in Toronto, every year for 10 years, they're like, hey, it's really hot. Turn down the air conditioning. They're not even close. It's been 10. They're doing it like so soft. They're like, ooh, we'll be down to almost at bottom 20%. See if you can turn off your air conditioning, please. Nothing goes out.
Yeah.
Nothing goes out. They ask us like politely just to be like, hey guys, go easy.
Well, what's terrible is like when I saw that, I went to my AC and I turned it down 2 degrees. Not because I'm trying to be rude, but literally because I'm like, okay, if the power goes out, I know it's going to be out for like 6 hours. My house is going to start heating up. It's going to become a small furnace. I want to give myself as much of a head start on that as I can.
Yeah, no, you got to. And I mean, it's too bad that they're doing this in America right now. Because I mean, America is like, there's a lot of things that you lose. Because I lived in India for 2 years. And one of the things that happens when you go somewhere, and this is why my parents sent me, you live there and then you come back and you say, God is great 5 times. Because it is hard, dude. We had electricity sometimes 2 hours a day. Like 2 hours a day?
That's funny.
It's insane. I'm over there. And dude, look at this COVID. Since I was a kid, my mom's been telling me, because she saw like in India, they have like areas will just get like she would be like, what if there's a starvation when I was a kid? What if there's hardships? My mom would say, like, like maybe the crop could fail and then there's not enough food and you gotta spread out the food or something. And I'm like, it's Canada. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. We just got hit with COVID. We're seeing a shift. With the COVID hit is one thing. Yeah. We've never had to go through hardships, quote unquote. Not to say like it's that hard even, but some people are saying it's the first step. That's why I was saying before.
These preppers that everyone used to laugh at, I don't see anyone making fun of the preppers anymore.
No.
It's not a joke. And that's what I think is funny is like I would have never thought to get a gas generator, but all of a sudden I'm at my local supply store getting a generator because I can't trust my own government to get me electricity.
Yeah, it's tough, dude.
Do you see this ERCOT spokesperson?
Show me. Let's see what they're saying.
That's right, and thank you so much for having me. We got a tight, hot little grid out there, and we got to take care of it, or it's gonna bust. Okay, and we can't be having that. That'll be a mess. So, we're just asking the people of Texas to make small sacrifices, just little sacrifices, no blood or anything like that.
I love her.
There's that old saying, you can't have the rainbow without the rain.
Oh,
right?
cute as a button.
Well,
she's
you can't have
adorable.
Without until we figure out what's going on out there. Okay, because Texas is set up on a power grid. And what a power grid is it's something different to everybody, and that's what you got to understand. I mean, would you rather have AC or would you rather have AOC? And think about that for so really all we're asking the people of Texas to do is to unplug. Just unplug, just relax, everybody's got to unplug.
Oh my God, this is your pro right wing, like
God's gonna
she's
find
gonna be on Fox News.
To do
she's gonna be on Fox News.
To unplug. Just unplug, just relax, everybody's got to unplug sometimes, and if you don't unplug, God's gonna find a way to make you unplug. And in this scenario, we are God. So
what? No, it's a joke.
Yeah, this is a joke. This is like a comedian.
That's so funny.
But it's pretty accurate.
We got oh my God!
Got a tight, hot little grid out there.
We got like I was gonna say like if this is the real person, what am I watching? Like
a lot of people thought it was
Texas.
real. I was gonna give it to you just cold, so you didn't know if it was real.
I didn't know. That is like bad on me for letting her stereotype Texas like that.
I got a tight, hot little grid. I know it's very racist of you to think that we would be like that.
That's right, and thank you so much for having me.
Watch a little bit of this.
We got a tight, hot little grid out there.
That's so funny, dude. A tight, hot little grid out there.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh man,
that's so good.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the ERCOT situation in a nutshell. Stay tuned for the adventures of Coffeezilla's electricity. So what's hilarious is that I realized, sorry, this was something I should have mentioned. My new problem is that I will be able to power my computer, probably my entire house with this little generator. But not really, but a lot of my appliances, whatever. The problem is I now have to shoot videos with the house shaking and going,
wow.
It's just like, if you guys see a video where I'm like, hey guys, and in the background you hear just a muffled, that's what's going on. My power's out, just so you know, so everyone's clear about what's going on.
No, I mean, hey, man, it's changing. The world's changing.
Colton Dunn has a hilarious comment. We'll just close it with this. 999. Power outages didn't used to be controversial.
There you go.
That's funny.
Good.
Let's wrap it.
Wrap it up. Wrap her up.
What?
You know what I'm getting a lot?
Whoa.
What's up?
Don't wrap her up. Wrap it up.
Wrap the segment over.
The segment, guys. Get your mind. Hey.
Oh,
$3. BC, Amish, get a merch store.
I know. I've been hearing that. Listen, guys, meditation is in less than 2 weeks. So, we'll do, let's start with meditation. Also, hey, you can literally buy a virtual brick in the digital ashram. So there you go. Buy a brick. It'll go into the foundation, literally on the ground floor. You're literally on the ground floor, and that's available. The group tickets are basically bricks in the digital ashram. So it's all there. Here, let me put it.
Drake's cousins, a little bit of gas money for Zilla's generator. Thank you. The show will go on for 2 minutes longer. Lol. That's something else. Is like, okay, I was trying to buy gas cans for this stupid. What is this? What did you just send me?
I just sent you a link of this guy. No, I this is like another topic idea.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we can do it after.
Yeah. These gas cans, I'm buying gas cans for my generator. All the gas cans have terrible reviews, and it's apparently because the EPA's been instituting like some new gas nozzle design, which is like impossible to pour. So everyone's like hates. Anyways,
why are they doing that? They did, dude. The gas canister is so good. I like it. It's got a classic feel. The red one with the yellow pipe. That's what you use, right?
No, they changed it. They changed it to something new.
They changed that. That's a classic. That's a beauty. That's like a Americana classic.
Anyway, it's just a new annoyance for like, yeah.
Silly.
Zoro Timbox, God will unplug your life support if you skip out on your karmas. I don't know if that's true, but we'll just maybe.
Man, I had it.
Maybe in the Amish sense, it might be true. I don't know.
I keep forgetting how funny it is when I just talk in terms of karmas. I was doing an audition with these two girls the other day, and like they were dying because I kept saying. Because they were so eager to do auditions, like they're so excited to do auditions, and I was telling them how wow, you're so eager, the Buddha's gonna bless you for all these karmas, and they were like, oh my god, I love it, I'm dying, like they're like, I'm dying. Yeah. I can't believe I haven't put up more videos this week. It's crazy.
Okay, can you guys please help Amish? He's like, you're like a. You're almost like a guilty Catholic or something. Like you should be doing something, but you are not doing it, and you're constantly confessing to us, but you don't just do the thing.
I know. I don't know what's happening. It's I do it, and then I don't like it, and then I redo it, and then it's like it's fucking hilarious. I'll show it to someone, and they'll be like, "It's fucking good. Just do it." You know what I mean?
Like everything. Posting videos because why aren't you? Let's do a group psychology session with Amish, guys. If you have any thoughts for Amish, tell us. Give us some questions.
Coming. It's like deciding what to do.
Let's do a group psych session. It's like remember where you go around the room and you talk, but instead of everyone talking and having problems, it's just you with the problem.
You want me to send you my community bulletin board? I made a whole community bulletin board.
No, don't dodge it. This is classic Amish Patel.
No, this is like some of the karmas I'm doing to overcome the karmas. This is what I'm doing to be like, okay, maybe because I'm thinking maybe I'll just do like a segment like, okay, so look, this is one picture I'm sending you.
You got to stop sending me on the Zoom chat.
Where do you want it? Zoom
chat is trash. If you even send it to Discord, it's fine.
Discord?
I know you hate Discord. Zoom is trash, dude.
I don't even hate it. I'm just like, it's just weird that you want to open another thing. What if I text it to you?
No, put it in Discord. It'll show in line with Discord. Whereas this, I have to download it. I have to do like a bunch of
Oh my god. Okay,
things.
Cool. Yeah, let's check out Discord. Yeah, no, I'm thinking like maybe I should do like breaking points where it's like I have the list. I'm looking at the list. Dude, sometimes I start shooting a video. I'm halfway in. I've done 2 tangents already.
Zoro, $5.
It's
Post the videos, Amish. You must push through. Right. That's right.
Yeah, that's true. That is correct. But I was just I had to go see my uncle today because, dude, he was in the hospital for 3 weeks. It's COVID. I can't believe they let him in even. They had to tell him, like, you can't, whatever.
For what? What's he in the hospital for? That's terrible.
It's actually pretty rough, man. He's in there for vertigo. So he's just like falling. Yeah. And then also I think he was drinking quite a bit, but I don't want to say too much. I don't.
Okay, fair enough.
It's so weird. It's an Indian family, so they're so worried about the drinking, but it's weird. They're drinking way more because they're not allowed to. It's all my cousins from India. Dude, people would come from India. They'd come to my house, and my mom, and they like in front of me, like, but to my mom, they'd be like, "Oh no, Mrs. Patel, I never drink alcohol. I would never." And my mom's like, "Good. Amish drinks sometimes. I don't like it." And then we go out. This guy's getting wasted.
Yeah.
People do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's the hiding shit.
I know.
But even people come from other countries to Canada, and they say in Canada, it's the guilt shit, where they're like, you guys in Canada, you have these strict rules around drinking, but you're all fucking binge drinkers.
Well, that's
like,
the
you
problem.
all drink like maniacs. Like, you just can't control it because you're like, oh, we're not allowed to buy it. And then the bar's going to close that too. Dude, if it's a 1:45 in a club, people will be like, hey, can you order me 9 more, put 3 on ice, and I'll put it on my car. It's like, stop. And then before they leave the house, it's like the pre-drinking. So they're just downing. They're like, okay, just let me kill this bottle of vodka before you go to the club. The pre-game, because at the bar it's going to be $20 for a drink. How much does a drink cost in Texas, by the way? Is it like LA price, like $20 for one drink, or is it like
$5
American?
to $10?
That makes sense. You know, in LA, like every little drink is $20.
It's ridiculous. I mean, it's just because you can't live in LA for anything. Like, it's so expensive.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sending this to you. It's like you're gonna be like, oh, I think you're just going crazy, dude. Upload.
Well, Amish, what do you think your uncle's vertigo has to do with you not uploading videos?
Oh, nothing. I'm just
okay. Why are we talking about that?
I don't know. Can I talk about my life for a second?
Don't get upset. Can
I talk about my life for a second while I send you the photos?
Amish,
here, I'm going to send you a link, too. I'm going to send you a link.
What is this? What is this today's karma thing?
This is a new topic system so that no more topics go out into the market.
Okay, we're going to look at this together, boys. Today's karmas. Banter. Arnab intro. Bezos. In the Heights review. Proof of karmas. Meditation. Inspiration.
The meditation inspiration is like a meme I got.
What is In the Heights review?
It's the movie In the Heights. Great movie. Have you seen In the Heights?
No.
It's like a movie it's like the guy who made Hamilton. You know Hamilton?
Oh yeah, I'm a fan of it. I know it's a movie. I just haven't bothered to see it yet.
Yeah, it was pretty tight. It was fun. It really gets you excited about life. A lot of dancing, beautiful culture. It felt like a Bollywood movie because they were all dancing and stuff.
So walk us through this. You put this up in the beginning of your day.
Yeah.
Where are the checks?
They're not there. I mean, I did them, but I didn't like them.
What do you mean you didn't like? What do you mean you didn't like them?
I didn't like the rips. I mean, I was like, I did it once, and I was like, okay, I gotta figure out how I do the rips because the rips aren't there. So then I rewrote it, and then I just had to do other stuff.
Which one of these is your karmas?
They're all karmas.
In the
that must be
Heights?
done.
All these are videos you're trying to do?
Yeah, so I'm thinking like a clip is like a karma. Like it's like I gotta put up more karmas on my YouTube. Each clip is a karma, so each of these are clips.
Got it. So you didn't get any of them done?
Not really. I mean, I shot them.
Yeah, just shoot them and don't be so judgmental on yourself, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
I really think that's a lot of it. It's like you're being so judgmental to yourself, and it's like, hey, they're probably fine. You just need. What I'm trying to tell you is like you need to release them. That's why hard deadlines are good for people, is because it forces you to release.
Yeah, and that's what I have in like TV. It's like I get a deadline and I know exactly what I'm writing. It's just on YouTube. It is like, what the fuck do I write?
No, here's the thing, Amish.
Yeah.
If you force yourself to upload, this is what I was trying to get you to do like 3 months ago. Force yourself to upload twice a week. You will find something to do, even if it's terrible. If you force yourself to upload something, even if it's a picture of you and your dog, you will upload something at the end of the week. If you force that, you will find something.
Yeah, it's true.
Necessity is the mother of invention, as they say.
You know what the problem is with this whole thing? You know what happens too is that I always make these plans that are too ambitious. Like the whole issue with this, and just like the whole issue with the other videos, is that I keep trying to go in and do like 5 things at once. It's like, just pick one thing.
Yeah,
I don't know why. Like, this is such a weird tangent I went on where I was like, I'm gonna do today's karma. It'll be like a whole talk show, and it'll be today's karmas, and I'll go through all these. And it's like,
what is this?
I'm going 20 minutes in.
I thought this was okay. So this is what, one video, start of the video, second
this is like
part.
This is what I was thinking is like, I'll make one long video, like a podcast, and then it'll just be easy to cut them.
No.
It's like one video at a time. Yeah, you got to do one at a time.
Okay,
That's
what
the
is
only way
this
the good
idea?
rips come out.
Banter, biz dash what? What does that say?
What? Business. I think it just says business. Biz announcements?
I'm trying to read your writing. You can't. What does your writing say?
I don't know. It's over there. But anyway, I can't. Like, I mean,
give me like the synopsis of one of these videos.
Well, the Bezos one we just did. I just did it here instead. You know what I'm saying? But that's what a karma is. It's like a clip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So just be like, hey guys, let's talk about Bezos. Do your karmas in 3, 2, ding. Okay, Jeff Bezos had his tax returns released, and this is what I think about it. Blah 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 blah. You're there,
Whatever
baby.
It is. Yeah,
you're fine.
No, I think you just gotta do one at a time.
People do not like to see the mighty Amish get so hamstrung by himself.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, man. It's crazy because like, on Sunday morning I woke up, and I was like, I'll just do all of these. And then I'm just like, it's just crazy. It's like you go 20 minutes in, you're like, I don't even like this anymore. It's weird. So yeah, no. I think I know what the issue is. I just gotta do one at a time. It's gonna be one thing at a time.
And just be consistent, man. I mean, that's the main thing. It's not about quality at first. It's about consistency, and then it's about quality. Post him, Amish, says Zorro, $5. Dude, Zorro's here back in your corner. If you post it, we will watch it. My brilliant, beautiful Baba G. It is that simple.
Wow.
Says Zorro. That's so beautiful. That's
you
what
are
he
the
needs.
teacher.
That's
you are the Baba
what
G.
he needs.
You are the Baba G. That's great. It's great. Post him. Wow, Zorro. Oh my God. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Post the videos of me. You must push through. Yes, you're right. I mean, meditation's next week. It's ridiculous. But tickets are selling. I'm very proud of the show. The show's tight. I'm hitting my other deadlines. It's just my marketing karma. It's like yeah, the clips just got to go up. You know what I mean? But it is like a process to figure it out. But when I do, the people will say, "Wow, if this guy could fucking figure it out, holy shit,
dude, yes."
And that's what they need.
Yes.
That's what the community needs.
Nettie says, everybody has an opinion. Just do one thing. Talk less. Do more. You're addicted to the juice of ideas, but have an aversion to the effort to make it come to life. What do you think about that?
I think what's happening is that it's actually like inefficiencies of like thinking, oh, I'll do 10 videos at once. It's like in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, I'll just go into a rip on 10 videos, and I'm getting like halfway through. I'm like, what is this? And it's just like going a day, 2 days, 2.5 days, getting close. It's garbage. And then being like, what the fuck are you thinking? Just do one video at a time. Everything's got to be a whole new production. It's like, no, just do one fucking video at a time. It's
you got to realize people like you, like they like you for you. And if you're just yourself, I mean, they're going to be fine with it.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it is weird. It is like this weird.
This is what I'm saying. This is why we talk about it, because it's like therapy. But
it
then
is like therapy,
next week, we're all expecting a video. You're not going to get away with it.
Look at this. You know what I am? I'm like that. Who's the guy that we were talking about? Who's the guy that we talked about that was like, that were like every thumbnail set looks like he's like, it's too hard.
oh, I know you're talking about. That's mean. That's mean. He's a nice guy.
No, we did. But we did that on the show. We both did that.
Yeah, you're talking about Josh Fluke. We were commenting on how all his thumbnails, they do go like they're all sad.
Yeah. But
and we were like, go be happy.
This is the suffering. Because it's like so easy to judge someone, but when you judge yourself. So this is what I'm learning in the meditations. It's like the reason why I'm having trouble doing my work is because I have a judgment of like, what, you're not doing your work? You know what I mean? And then that creates a weird kind of aversion. It's like, just do it because you love to do it. It's just a fun thing that you have to, it's like not even work. Like you're just it's like rips. It's like you're talking whatever, you know what I mean? The clip's there. You just talk over it. It's not a big deal. You make too much out of it. because you have all these weird thoughts in your head and all these judgments, and you talk shit about other people. Don't talk shit.
You're right. I mean, what do you want? Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Talk too much trash about Josh Fluke, and now look at you.
That's what it is. That's the karmas that have to be suffered. No, you know what though? He does. I do like
Josh
his
Fluke
videos.
is a hard worker, dude, and he's a nice
a hard
guy
worker.
too.
At the end of the day, the guy gets so many videos done.
He's very
But then
nice.
on the thumbnail, it's just the thumbnails do always look like.
No, we were talking about that was during the season of where he was always talking about his family, and it's like showing the text messages, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. But it's like it is like a level of vulnerability that it's like that's what we're doing too, though. You know what I mean? Like for me to say that, to have that thought about him, it's like, no, you should just be telling people that you're having trouble with your YouTube videos instead of acting like, oh, it's all so easy and effortless. It's like, say some of that. That's real art. That works, and it's real art, and it's something that people want to hear. People want to see you go through it.
Let's see some of Josh Fluke's recent videos, because you're hating hard on this man.
The overanalyzing can come after you post it. Smiley, winky face. Thanks, baby. Love you.
Okay. That's
yeah,
fine.
no, he's
fine.
No, he's killing it too. He's got the motorcycle.
He's killing it, dude.
He's great.
I told you.
He's great. No, you know what though too? It does take.
Josh Fluke's a really good guy. I've talked a lot to him.
He's a great guy. He's a great guy, and this whole episode we've been talking about like workers' rights and stuff like that. He does bring up those points, right? Like that's what I mean about my judgment. Like it's like there is this judgment towards that, but it's like he's bringing up good points. It is like emotional labor or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like instead of saying like, oh, what are you, stupid? You can almost create a resistance to it by saying like, oh, don't be soft and don't do whatever. Whereas it's almost better to be like, okay, if you're feeling soft, then say that.
Correct.
It's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Check it out. You got another super chat. I want you to read it. You need this.
The overanalyzing can come after you post it. Yes. Follow me on Instagram for instant karmas. Diligent Dabber. Follow Diligent Dabber.
People are saying having hard times in your video is relatable. Dude, it happens to literally everybody. I was telling Amish, like, I was tearing my hair out for that tether video.
Yeah, and the tether video, you talk about it too, right? And it's like, that's what I should just talk about that. Like, why do it and then be like, oh, I gotta go. It's like, just, okay, make a video about that then. It's not the end, like, it's fine. People do relate to it. Dude, you could turn that into such a video. How I got through my YouTube slump. It's like such a clickbait. Because there's so many people in a YouTube. Dude, nobody can make their videos, man. Like, I talked to 2 or 3 people. Like, I talked to my writing partner, and he was immediate. And the guy, my writing partner works like a maniac. Like, he works on like 6 kids shows. And he just goes like, oh, YouTube? He's like, that's why I don't even bother doing it. It's too hard. That's what everyone, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. Zorro, the big hump is usually getting comfortable on camera, which Amish has already mastered. You are already way ahead of the crowd. It's absolutely
right. It's absolutely right, dude.
Wow.
Having self-confidence, knowing yourself. Dude, Zorro's single-handedly responsible for your comeback here.
This is Zorro. This is amazing. This is incredible work.
Zorro's just hitting you with those everybody needs a Zorro in their corner just to pump them up.
Zorro! Tell me, Zorro. Good name, dude. Sick name. Wait. Yeah, no, it's a hot name, yeah. Honestly, it like that's almost like such a YouTube thing too.
Yo, thanks guys for the call outs with the tether video. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, yeah. Dude, tether video is so tight. I love they go, what's their FUD? FUD. What's the stupid?
It's fun. Fear, uncertainty, doubt.
Fear, uncertainty, doubt, I banish you. Fear, uncertainty, doubt, get away from my house. I banish you, dude. Stay away from the Bitcoin, fear, uncertainty, doubt.
Bitcoin is a religion.
It's a religion.
It's a religion. You may agree with it, but it's a religion. At this point...
Fear, uncertainty, doubt, I say be gone away from crypto. You cannot touch crypto. Dude, they are such a bunch of psychos over there. What are they thinking? They're 50, 60 years old. This guy's on stage talking about like, no, this is your whole life and this is God and this is the meaning of life.
Oh yeah, everything will be better. Everything will be better.
Oh, crazy. Yeah. Kirk Johnson, support for
Holy
Amish to
crap.
keeping on. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Wow. Now I sound like now I feel like a bit of a crybaby, but it's fine. No, it's fine. I'm going to figure it out. It's fine. Hey, babies, next week's karma, next week's meditation, the videos are coming. It's all coming. It's just, yeah. Creative issues. All things will serve the higher purpose in the end.
All things, yeah, you'll be fine. Zorro kicking those FUDs back. I know.
Kick those FUDs back. Dude, I am going to say, when I have doubts on my YouTube, I say, FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, be gone from my camera. Don't come near my stream, fear, uncertainty, doubt. I'm channeling from the most high source. Get the fear, uncertainty, doubt out of my channel. That's beautiful. I should just have like a morning affirmation. I light the thing and I'm like, fear, uncertainty, doubt. Be gone. I banish you.
I banish you. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh man, dude, that's so funny.
What's up, man? You want to do Okay, so I just sent you that link.
Wrap it up. All right. What's up?
Let's wrap that up. What do you want to do? You want to wrap up episode or do you want to do another one?
What do we have? What else do we have?
IRS tax trove. I sent you a link to like just this thing in India where this guy's telling people not to take the vaccine. Vaccine Delta variant. Oh yeah, we did talk about that. IRS tax trove. Oh, you got IRS tax trove. Oh, quick scam rehab follow-up update from last week. So the website, Agora Trading. Oh, sorry. Did you pull that up? I was looking away for a second. Yeah, no, let's do this one first.
No, I know what you were going to say. I saw that too. I wasn't able to verify that that's true.
Oh, really?
So, I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. If that person can send me the right, I don't want to put that on because I don't know if that's true yet. I saw someone tweeted me that, but then I never saw like it actually show up.
I'm looking at agoratrading.io/refund policy. This is last week's scam rehab, by the way. Just a quick fill in. Last week's scam rehab. This guy owns a company called Agora Trading. Here's the thing with Agora Trading. I think it's basically like one of these like scammy like stock picking sites. But unfortunately, the guy calling him out had all the basically committed some sins himself. He was not fully righteous. But in the end, one of the things that we found with the whole case was that his refund policy basically said you can get a refund. It's actually a pretty funny refund policy. His refund policy basically said, hey, you're eligible for a full refund on all physical products or whatever, but he doesn't sell any physical products. That's what it was last time. But now that's been fixed. Like he doesn't have
You know
anymore.
what though? I think that this is actually the same guy because remember how we were just trying to decide who wrote it? Yeah. And we didn't know who. We really don't know who. But the guy in the first one couldn't spell. Remember that? Like he misspelled a bunch of words. Okay, read this. Upon expiration of the 7-day trial period diode are non-refundable.
Period. You read period diode? I'm reading period.
It's supposed to be period, obviously, but it's are non-refundable. So there's some text errors.
Definitely not a lot of care in the refund policy, first time or second time.
My point is that it like the writing is in line with what it was last time. I don't know who wrote it. Let's move on from that. That's not that important. All right, this next part real quick. What is this? What are we seeing here, Amish?
This is a guy. This is Swami Chakraparni Maharaj. Pretty badass name. I think I told you about his name last week, actually. This guy's name is his Swami is like a title. It means like his holiness, basically, Swami. Chakraparni means like chakra and water into one word. Yeah. Maharaj means supreme king.
Oh my gosh.
Swami Chakraparni Maharaj is his name.
Yeah, this is the guy.
And he's saying, so this guy is doing big cow urine drinking parties. Okay, so on the one hand, he's saying cow urine, it'll keep the corona away, it'll get rid of it. In the Trello, I have a picture of one of his cow urine parties. But then here, he's saying don't take the vaccine. Here he's saying don't take the vaccine because if you ingest, if the vaccine has cow product in it, this will destroy the whole Hindu race. All Hindus will die immediately.
Yeah, didn't we see this? I thought we saw this last week.
Did we see this? I might have showed this to you. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I saw some family today, and they all are telling me we're talking about COVID in India, and they go, yeah, because the Muslims won't take the COVID. They think that there's pig meat in it, And it's like, dude, your guy's saying there's cow meat in it.
Yeah.
And this has been going back since the British were ruling. The British, there's one point where they were fighting like a war or whatever. And these guys had guns, like the Indian soldiers. But they would spread rumors that the little thing you have to like bite off for the gunpowder, they would tell them on the day of the fight. They'd be like, that thing you got to bite off? They tell the Hindus, like, that thing you're biting off? That has cow meat on it. It's cow grease. So they're going into a fight. And then they tell the Muslims too. They'd be like, yo, that thing you're biting off? That's pig grease. But literally, it's like they're all members of the Indian army. So they tell them. And then these Brits would just go and dominate on them. Because they'd all be like...
Is that real? Is that real?
Yeah. It's like it's called it was in the Battle of Plassey. It was like a big battle, and they like that was part of the thing. It was part of all the different trickeries.
Level.
It was part of all the different trickeries they did on them, and they just like defeated them. But the cartridge issue was like a big thing back then during like some of these fights. But the point is, but with this though, it's like the same thing came back with COVID. This guy says there's cow products in it. By the way, having a cow urine drinking party. And then I'm hearing from 2 or 3 people. They go, oh, how are we going to fix COVID in India? These Muslims think the vaccine has pig juice in it, pig blood. And then I'm like, no, there's a Hindu guy. They're like, no, Hindu would never do that. No. I'm like, no, there's a Hindu guy saying there's cow meat. He's like, no, Hindu wouldn't.
This guy's saying it. Yeah, that's crazy, man. That's insane.
Yeah, this guy's wild. Look at he is wild.
People are saying you need that outfit.
I like his outfit, but I like my hoodie too. It's like that.
It's not. The orange is tight though. The orange is like Baba levels.
Let me see what I can get.
They're saying you're slacking compared to this guy. Just Man 239 is throwing stones, dude.
Have respect. Because I'm not peddling fucking conspiracy theories over here. I'm
better
behind.
Start to compete with this man. Look, this is how I would look with that
Let's see that hat, dude. He's looking like Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda who used to have this exact same outfit. He's ripping the outfit.
They say they trust the man with the biggest hat. Period, Amish. Well, so you better get your hat game in order.
Then you will be led astray.
Yo, dude. I think that's it for this week, huh?
I think that's it, dude. I'm out. Wrap it up, babies. Unless y'all have anything for us to talk about, we're done, I think. I like that orange. Here. Hold up. Yeah, no, we're done, man. Thanks, everyone, for coming. Thanks for the encouragement. I really appreciate you. Love you all. You guys are doing great. You guys are killing it. Help me out. I mean, just emotionally, honestly, like, hey, if you want to come to meditation, but also just, I appreciate the support. Love you all. Yeah, no, I'm good. Zorro, is that another 5 from Zorro? Zorro, you. Oops, I put the wrong link over there. My bad. Here we go. Yeah, dude, good rips today. This is a good one. I'm gonna play people out with some songs. You went very lefty today. Some songs. I told you, I've gone more left and right at the same time. It's hilarious. Zorro, $5. Seeing family in person for the first time in 2 years this week. I'm going to time how long it takes my dad to corner me and pitch his MLM. LOL. Yeah, dude. I don't know what to say about these MLMs, man. Everyone. Oh, Amish Patel, read my super chat. Sam Miller. Okay, wait. Where's Sam Miller's? Oh, $1.99. Lived with Forex scammer. Would love to share the story. Sam Miller, why don't you give us your story at bit.ly/scam rehab. Let me see if I can get that link for you guys. bit.ly/scam rehab. Scam rehab. Oh my God, come on. Here we go, scam. Yo, let me know when I can play us out here. Hold up, where's their scam rehab link? Yo, message me on Fade to Brown. I'm at Fade to Brown. It's bit.ly/scam rehab. I don't know why this link is not working right now. Oh my God. Is it bit.ly/scam rehab? Jeez. Jesus Christ. All right. Okay, I'm playing us out here. Play us out. Guys, I'm at Fade to Brown. Message me. I will tell the world about your stories. If you got scammed. I'm going to put it. Here it is. Playing you out, boys. Play it
Good
out,
night.
baby.
Thank you guys very much for playing today. Okay.
Wow.
Don't know
Holy
why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather.
This guy sings. It's amazing. Peace.
Life is bare, gloom and misery everywhere, stormy weather. Can't get my poor old self together. I'm not uploading YouTube videos anytime. When she went away, the blues walked in and met me. When she stays away, that old rocking chair's gonna get me. All I do is pray that the Lord above will let me walk in the sun once more. It can't go on. Everything I had is gone, stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together.
This is great.
Keeps raining all the time.
Oh yeah.
I can't get my YouTube karmas up. I gotta ask my YouTube comment for a little lift up. Ooh, how can I do more karmas? I'm so tired of all the silly bullshit in my life. Fauci's lying, causing so much strife. And all I wanna see is the truth. How am I gonna see it when YouTube keeps covering up all these silly things? They won't let us talk about anything. And I know there must be more to this life. Can't go on. Everything I had is gone, stormy weather. Since my gal and I ain't together. Keeps raining all the time.